we would
We couldn't,
be fine.
we couldn't monetize it because, sheeps have horrible racial slurs.
Here we have.
So
Here we have. The
All of
story
it is
Superman, no?
it just drips venom,
Yeah, that's why we can't make any money because
Good
sheep's
guy.
horrific racism.
I can't help it. You choose to stay with me.
Yeah, I mean the Irish are free game, but anyone else, no. It's fine.
We gotta do it. I'm gonna make you do it now, Jonas. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was going to say that the sheep.
What?
I'm going to make you be racist.
No,
No, just
we're gonna
edit
have to have a horror one shot for Halloween.
Horror RPGs are hard because,
Yeah.
especially when we're not there in person, because
It takes a lot.
We
The
are-
atmosphere is half of the.
Yeah, you need to
appeal, right?
really be serious. Like you need to go into it really
yeah.
seriously.
I'm
Otherwise
sure we
it's
can
gonna
make.
be- it's gonna work.
I'm sure we can manage it for one.
that's why you
session.
want to be like a whole day sort of thing, so you can really like
Build
at least
up.
everyone
into it.
prepares themselves and you
Yeah.
like mentally get in the right
Sure we
space.
can.
Like
once.
watch a movie beforehand that's like fitting to the setting. and stuff.
Mhm.
You know, there's that.
Most-
There's that website that you can watch movies together, right?
Mhm.
At the same time.
Yeah,
So
watch you guys.
just
Just
do
watch
that.
something really depressing, and you won't have any reason to make a joke ever again.
Just watch, like, man, there's so
This
many
is the
things.
real story of horrible.
Well, welcome to Pain and Suffering, the weekly show.
Yeah. All right.
Hourly.
Though
Yeah.
I do think that it is time for some finding
Yes.
of stars.
Silence, Pip. The grown-ups were talking.
Jonas.
Good
The voice.
heavens, young boy! That you get like a firm slap across the face that like you lose 2 teeth.
I also want to play.
And that
Those were
happens.
his
Sir.
fake Fallout teeth, just so that you wouldn't hit him again. to
Yeah,
make
you
him
have
come
like
out.
wood teeth that you put into,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
All his teeth are still there, apart from 2 that fell out.
Yeah,
and
where-
he's
where's-
just got those Fallout ones.
Where's
decoys.
Constable McAllister? He's out shitting again in the alley. You know.
Jesus. Right.
And here's Constable Cocker.
Yeah.
The most British name ever. And you know, and the wily Irish like drink runner called O'Malley or something, that we need to bust every week.
Yeah. Oh, something.
Murphy.
Something we couldn't spell. probably.
Oh Murphy.
Yeah. That's how to
Murphy,
make
man,
most
it's
things
O'Malley Murphy.
Irish, right?
Hmm?
It sounds more Irish if you say
Mick
Oh, yeah.
something.
Yeah,
or Mc.
that's our normal conventions. Yeah.
If I play
O'Malley O'Doherty O'Duff.
if I ever play an Irish character for any reason whatsoever, he has to be called Murphy something, so I can drop a sick one-liner about Murphy's Law.
Of course.
Oh, Constable Murphy's Law.
So he's an Irish nerd. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
But
Oh,
he's
that,
popular.
you're gonna be
Oi.
very popular in 1700 London.
Yeah, if you want to ask for advice about oppression and how it feels to be under it, I can give you some Jeff Sheep for characterization.
Wow.
Just not in front of Halldamir. He's a good upset.
He will get filled up with British, just righteous
As I
fury.
understand it, there's British history and then there is Irish history, and
then
they
you
do correlate.
Like 5 minutes in,
No.
Halldamir is like to the boiling point, just spit flying everywhere. They deserved it! They deserved it! Oh, the Queen!
Bad news! Make Britain great again! Just begin singing the national anthem. That's a like you would hold a cross to a vampire.
Yeah.
Well, back then we all have crosses, unfortunately. So
Yeah, it's true.
An Anglican
We
cross.
were all together.
Anglican.
oh, Protestants! Ah,
Ah!
Catholic is the only way.
Like you hear what awesomeness this would be. You can just feel it. You feel it.
You know, I
Just
want to
daily
read my
life,
Bible.
Don't make it any harder for us.
Henry VIII allowed it.
The legitimacy of the throne is.
Okay, just let me. Oh my God, these people. This looks awesome. Can I find fucking Pinterest? I would fuck your ass up. Like,
Oh,
what is
yes,
this?
Yes. I can. Oh, I know that. Like a different.
like a soundboard.
And append it with minus Pinterest. You will
Yeah,
get
you
no links.
because like
True.
you can't even
It's
use
like
images.
this
Why
image,
bother?
and then it's like you can't watch that image without logging in. You're like, oh,
It is so. Hang on, I'm gonna save this image to my hard drive to just show you because this is too good.
I
Sure.
made an account on Pinterest just for Jonas to be like, I fucking hate Pinterest. Can you get this for me?
Yeah.
It is. It infuriates me, that fucking thing.
I just don't by principle because it's so fucking annoying. You know, they couldn't just let me have that one picture. Well,
No.
fuck them. I'm not gonna make an account.
Yeah.
They're not.
Bullshit.
They will not have you have that picture. Okay, get ready, guys, because this is a picture, a photograph of the Bow Street Runners, the first police force in London.
I'm looking forward to this.
Prepare to be amazed.
They're incredible looking. Look at them.
Oh my god, they're great. Look at that mustache.
Third guy on the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, none of these men had toilet paper.
No.
That is.
Yet
No.
they can keep those gloves pristinely white.
Well, they had some slave boy to wash that for them, of course.
Oh,
Of
little
course,
Pip.
that was
Oh,
terrible.
little Pip, how you fall?
Little Pip. Yeah, that is what we would look like, and it is amazing.
You know, if you give me a month or two, I could probably get that mustache.
Oh, please don't.
There's like two guys without mustaches, and they do look creepy. Like the one guy in the back there is getting incredibly pale
Oh,
and no mustache, like massive sideburns. I would be that guy.
creepy.
Oh, God. That's why they thought there was vampires.
I used to work in the tower.
Ew, man.
Yeah, we're beef
I've
eater.
seen things there.
You
Alright.
have a halberd and a floppy hat from that time.
We're like 10 minutes in.
Sometimes the old ways are the
Alright,
best. He grabs the halberd.
Let's do session, guys.
I think Halldamir wants to start.
I'm
What?
gonna I'm gonna start throwing Discord power around.
I'm on a flow here, damn it. Okay, fine.
Alright, who wants to do the recap?
Uh,
Jake, go.
oh no, that was me about to say that I have absolutely no recollection of the last session.
But that's
No, Jake,
perfect.
you spoke first.
You
That's the
spoke
rule.
first.
Yeah, the person who says something is the one
This is
who
going to be a
goes.
very short recap.
That's fine. Everyone knows that's the rule. So
So my recap is I have absolutely no recollection of what happened last time.
Alright, someone help him out.
okay. Well, I'll try my best, but
I'm
since
trying to find the session.
since
so
I'm
can
new,
look
I
through it.
won't know most of the names of things. So,
Please do
from
your best.
my perspective, I guess.
Just make up
Uh,
names if you don't know one.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So the party met with the. Well, they did a few things first that I didn't really pay attention to because I wasn't there. But they met with the Starfinder Society kind of faction leaders, discussing whether or not it was a good reason to continue following up on the information that they brought back about the cults and stuff. Which is where my character came in, who is, I guess, in league with Historia 7 from the data files, and I said that I would come with them as a proxy. And then we were given a few options on where to go, but I don't know what the names are. So if anyone could help me out there where we decided to go, I'm not quite sure.
I think we're still going to
To the asteroid belt.
Okay.
So let me just jump in there because I don't know if the others really remember the different faction leaders either. The party has met with Fitch before, who actually let me show you the pictures.
Fitch is the ungrateful one
Yes,
who didn't like our help.
he only wanted his own help.
Yeah, and then was corrupt fat lizard, who wanted to be us to suck the ass of rich people.
Yeah,
And-
because she's all bounty, all bounty.
Calm down, Maedar. And then it was the actual dude who was like, yeah, you should do something.
Yeah, that was Bug.
Cigarettes, the rock star who always wear orange tinted glasses. Because that's his eyeball.
Ow!
I mean, look at that guy. He has like an open van, like an open car. You know.
Yeah, those were the four.
Come in.
Rather than of the Acquisitives, leader of the previous mercenary branch of the Starfinder suggested that, Starfinder Society is a bit of a shithole. It's true. So allies, resources, and such things should be priority one, no matter the means how to acquire them, which on one hand might require things you shouldn't do if you want to care about laws and such, but also sucking up to powerful people, which is what he suggested. Historia 7 was intent on continuing to focus on the Scoured Stars incident, which, mostly for you, Valky, is not really something that came up in the campaign ever. It's the reason why the Starfinder Society is in the shithole that it is. Most of the veteran Starfinders had a bit of a gold rush, really, as a new sector of stars was discovered. And when they arrived at a particularly promising planet full of ruins and whatnot, a massive force field suddenly surrounded the entire planet. So right now, most of the well-equipped and experienced Starfinders are just sort of stuck, presumably still alive, but nothing anyone else has tried so far has broken through this force field.
Oops.
For all we know, it's like Ispan 5 down there.
Zigbigex is the leader of the Xenoguardians, the faction of the Starfinders who focuses on actually combating threats, the cavalry as he called it. And he thinks it might be a good idea to follow the lead into the diaspora, although he didn't really have any other ideas either. They need a target to attack. Right now it's just rumors and, just entirely rumors, really. And Fitch, leader of the Wayfinders, the exploration branch, said, well, there's something to be found. The Wayfinders are great at that, but the flagship, the Master of Stars, will have to be not only repaired, but also upgraded, and then finding whatever place you're looking for will be easy. But there's a few problems he has to take care of, which you could have helped, but, well, last time you helped, you sort of blew a hole into said flagship, so he's still a bit salty about that.
What?
God, he's so fucking prissy about that bloody thing.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised you
that
did this.
brain creature was
There
eating
was-
those children. It was like cracking open the
What?
skulls of those children and
Yeah.
eating its brains, and we saved them. And this is the fucking thanks we get. It is.
What was it even?
upset.
Does he know? Could he identify it from the remains?
No, of course he doesn't fucking know.
Well, then maybe he shouldn't have let his dark scientists do evil science.
Yeah,
Undocumented.
He
yeah,
doesn't know
exactly.
shit about how to be
Wow.
a bitch, except
Wow.
for how to be a bitch.
So you know what? We're gonna fire him when we become.
That's right.
Sure.
Uh huh.
Get out of here, you stupid rat.
He'll be on the street.
Wow. Wow.
My manager takes place.
Kasathas are incredibly racist, you just learned.
It's in the stat profile, really.
Yeah. Tips for Kasatha characters. Discriminate against everybody.
And one thing that also happened was a Thaddeus side quest.
Yes, continue with the recap, someone.
I'll continue because I remember that one.
Okay.
That bit after looking at the video and reminding myself what happened. Thaddeus was as we were on the way to relax and initiate Levai, we came, well, we stumbled upon some Ikeshti that was looking for Thaddeus in particular. Basically, one of the Ikeshtis that these knew had been taken away and was wreaking havoc in Absalom Station, the lower levels of Absalom Station. So Thaddeus is like, sure, we'll sort it out, whether alive or dead. We go looking for it, and along with some sky electric eels, I guess, it was all cyborged up and was terrifying. We murdered it. We knocked it out. We almost murdered it, and we took it back to the ship. With some amazing engineering doctoring, we removed, well, I say we, but the cyborg bits were removed, and the Ikeshti reckon that they can get it back to normal. There was the option of taking them back to Acton. Everyone was like, nah. So Thaddeus pulled in a favor and spent a little bit of money and got them a ride on to Acton. And that was pretty much that. And now we're on the ship.
Woo. Hooray!
Yeah.
On the ship, you are ready to do whatever moves you decide to do next.
Blow up the ship! Ah!
So the diaspora, I believe, was our destination.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to go become pirates.
All right, I'm fine with that. Let's go.
Yes.
All right.
And we're gonna use the pirate cruise to find that.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
gonna
they could
get.
be anywhere in there. The cult.
Yeah, we're gonna be
We're
attacked. By...
allegedly are pretty open about their cult activities in there. So, yeah, we go in, we find the cult, we defeat them, and then hopefully, I mean, no one can go find that horrible thing that they think is there if they're all gone.
I just don't know how we're gonna find them.
I mean, we'll go there and see, right? How big can this place be?
I mean, it's a giant asteroid belt that literally rings around the sun and the inner planets.
I mean, these people don't seem to be the most modest
I mean,
or subtle. I imagine there's going to be a lot of like pointing, like, yeah, they're over here actually.
if there's a lot of them, they also need like food. Like, how do you make that up? I guess they could have iron stones.
I would
Yeah.
assume if there was any activity.
That's
we
good
could pick it
motivation to
up.
find them, though.
All of the spindles.
But like, you know, air and such can't be easy to live out there. I imagine it's really cold.
Well, apparently, like the indigenous species have like micro ecosystems on some, like they micro terraformed asteroids so they could live on them. It's crazy.
Wouldn't they collide sometimes? Do they not do that?
I'd imagine some do, but I think they go for the really big ones.
Probably live on the inside of them.
Yeah, I think that's what most things do, right? Like
I
big-
mean, do they have atmosphere? I would imagine not.
Well, last session it turned out that Maedar actually, I think it was Maedar anyways, correct me if I'm wrong,
He was like, I know everything.
knows a lot of the diaspora. And yeah, some of the bigger asteroids not only have an atmosphere, but also have like civilized life on them. The so-called Sarkeesians are a race of large humanoids that live all over the diaspora and actually pushing for the entire diaspora to become
a packed world.
a packed world, yeah. That they, of course, would represent, despite the fact that there's many, many, many other things that actually live in there.
Yeah.
They don't want to share power with other races.
Nissus is the largest body, apparently. Or the
Well, I
hell
mean-
that is.
Let's go there.
But we don't know what is there. Is
I
it-
don't know. Maedar
is it
seems
a
to have a good
city?
idea. Maedar, where should we go to start?
God, where should I tell them that we should go to start?
Well, the signal that was sent by the cultists,
yes.
you were able to basically narrow that down to a reasonably sized area. You don't have to search all over the diaspora, but the diaspora certainly is not a often traveled area. Most of the diaspora anyways. The signal certainly goes into the direction of the more or less very little traveled area of the diaspora.
Oh, good.
Can
To the point where, while there is a beacon sort of nearby, it'll even take a little bit to get there via drift travel. More so than it would to travel to the packed world, that is.
Oh.
Although it's not considered the vast yet.
Bah. Fine.
Well, if we have a signal to follow, we can follow it then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm sure that I can locate it a bit better once we get closer.
The sensors have been upgraded? Question mark. I need to look at the thing.
No.
No.
I mean, I think we spend all the
No.
money on fancy bedrooms.
We didn't
So
upgrade. The...
It's fine. I can deal with your equipment, I suppose.
We upgraded the computer
Mm-hmm.
and the shields and the thrusters,
Right.
and we bought some nicer rooms and a room of healing and a room of sciencing.
What tier is your computer?
It's tier 1. It's a Mark II duo node computer. We've got a sheet for it. Do you not have the link to the sheet?
No.
You
Do
should have the
not.
link to the sheet. Here's the link to the sheet.
I mean, we still have escape pods, so
The
worst.
engineer doesn't have a link to the starship sheet.
have
Ah. Thank you. But yes, I can use the sensors to scan any asteroid we get close to and see what's on there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, we've got basic medium ranged sensors.
yeah, they're good enough.
Glad you know.
I know a lot of things.
I can just fly the ship.
I was running the sensors before. Excuse me.
So, GM in the space.
What?
Shall we fly?
Yes, that's fine.
It's normally GM in the sky, but it's GM in the space, I guess. There's no sky in space.
I mean,
In
either
the-
way,
in
the
the
answer
plane.
is sure you can. There's nothing keeping you at Epsilon Station. And flying away is simply a matter of boarding your ship, sending a message to the docking authorities that they please let go of the docking clamps so that the ship may drift away, and then carefully making your way through the armada that always surrounds Epsilon Station. Although,
If we
Did I before we go, Chief, did I ever get a response from that
no, you do
company
not.
number I sent? Okay.
never.
Well,
No.
maybe later.
Mhm.
Like he'll stash that weird NS cannon he got somewhere in his room.
Just hang it up there with a sign, use on.
Don't use. It's for less
I
punch.
need this later.
Hey, Sheep, how did our operations go?
Which operations?
Our eyeball operations.
Yeah, we went to a couples surgeon and had eyeball replacements.
Okay, I mean,
There's a whole thing.
usually it is assumed that you buy these things from professionals where the risk
Yeah.
of anything going wrong is minuscule.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
I
But
mean,
if you
Mike,
if you wanted to have gone to a less reputable place, I would give you a 10% discount.
No, I imagine we have 2 matching pillows now that we got from there.
Yeah.
I got my eyeballs replaced at
Yeah.
So you both got a set of eyeballs?
Our,
Yeah.
Yep. And they match.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's we have one green and one blue
We
eye.
created
getting
like a
so
secret
weird.
society,
Oh,
and the insignia of it is arranged around the pupil.
Hey guys, would you mind going into the airlock of fire extinguishing? For no apparent reason. Just no apparent reason. Just weird.
Hmm.
systems check, right?
Well, I mean,
I guess now that you both have a set of cybernetic eyes, you can actually see each other's little detection lasers that
Yeah,
the
yeah.
armor shoot.
Oh, that's cool. So now we can really do that adventurer thing where we speak with the eyes because we can see each other's vision line.
oh yes, we
So
have
I
a
can do,
secret language that
I can,
only people with
wait,
cyber eyes
why?
can use.
I can write on the wall using my little.
The first
Eye
thing I do
lasers.
is draw a dick.
yeah, it's just gonna be a dong, and you're like, oh, okay.
Victor Snickers in the meeting room.
Even in the
Maedar
far
rolling his eyes weirdly around.
even in the far-flung future of space, everything is still the same.
Yep. Yeah.
Mammals.
Yeah, mammals,
Oh, but you're not one though.
No, I'm a reptile. You got something else going on.
bros.
Book wasn't very descriptive, but as a biologist, I can elaborate.
Well,
Oh.
I think we should Han Solo it and just go straight into
first.
drift.
Just
Punch it.
So fall off a
Punch it.
bridge.
Punch
get
it.
it.
All right. Give me a D20 to astrogate.
D20 to
Or rather,
astrogate.
give me an astrogate check.
That sounds really cool.
Do you not mean my
I don't know what that
piloting
means.
check
Yes.
Peach
For the
is what?
purposes of astrogating.
with my +2 because of my star compass, which isn't included, but you know.
Your star compass.
34.
A 34.
Starstone compass.
I like how you blame the ship if something goes wrong. It's not you though.
Yeah.
Slipping into the drift goes without trouble, and you can give me 2d6 for the time it'll take you.
I shall.
Oh wow.
That is
Extensively
maximum.
long.
You did, however, upgrade your engines, which means you divide that by 2.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, sick.
So
Means-
6 years.
The computer
$500.
estimates the arrival at the drift beacon you're heading to about 6 days.
Not bad.
Okay.
Well then, it's time to. Telos will pull Levai aside during like the 6th, some at the beginning of this journey, and basically be. So, I understand that you are quite good with technology. Yes.
Yes, that's readily apparent, I would hope.
Telos sort of fingers his chin with his mechanical arms, and then he says, I was thinking we could perhaps calibrate the sensors a bit. We know the beacon or the signal we're looking for. Perhaps we can do something with the sensors to more easily hone in on it. If something
It
similar.
sounds very possible. Let's try.
Excellent. He'll put out his space cigarette and
Fire free because
it's like an e-cig,
yeah. Don't want to make us all explode in a horrible.
Oh,
horrible
Telos,
fireball.
he respects the. He wants to be, space sleuth, so he needs to smoke. But on the ship,
Yeah.
Thaddeus throws a fit if he actually smokes in here. So.
You just walk
No,
down
no,
the hall
no,
and
that
from
is-
his room you just hear.
Thaddeus has has every now and again his spacesuit like fully on, and he just turns the dial up so the CO2 goes up because he's used to the poisonous Acatonian air, so he can smoke in the lower oxygen of his spacesuit without exploding.
It's just the shield is down, the blast shield is down. It's just smoke in there. You don't see a thing.
Yeah.
They do call that he is the vape master.
Like Master Thad. Yeah, bro.
Before they go do that, though, I think Levai will ask Telos for access to the ship's computer because he does not have it yet.
Telos
Oh, you
will look at him thoughtfully and consider him. Telos will sense motive on Levai to see if he is trying to trick him.
And then add him to the biometrics.
I
Can
guess
you roll that? Can you roll that secretly for me?
Maybe.
I can't even remember how to roll secretly.
I just won't look at the chat. It's fine.
I don't know either.
An old trick.
How do you do
it's-
that?
there's Roll
RS?
secret and roll GM, but I don't remember the difference.
I think it might be RS.
Oh, roll GM means you and the GM can see it. Roll secret means only the GM can see it.
No, I think it's the other way around.
Whatever.
No, this is
No?
secret and stuff. Yeah.
I shall roll you.
It's fine. I just won't look in case it doesn't work.
No, okay. Unknown command. Hang on.
Yeah, okay. So secret is just to him.
/ roll secret. I mean, it's a very convenient addition, isn't it?
It is.
On the other hand, he was vouched for by Historia 7, one of the Starfinder's big dogs, so that counts for something.
If you tell me to shank him, I'll do it.
Maedar has the shank prepared under the table.
Prison
That
style.
didn't spike.
The Solarites send their regards.
Yeah.
For the watch.
Telos considers, and then it says,
John.
I suppose that makes sense.
I understand your apprehension, but I will be limited in what I can do unless I have access.
Yes, yes, of course. I don't mean to be rude. It's just
Yeah, you're like, hey, let's go calibrate the sensors, but I won't give you any access.
you sit there. He's an
Just tell me
android.
what
The
to
thing
press.
is with Telos, he's an android. So he's not good at these, like being nice to people necessarily, because
Yeah.
he doesn't necessarily get it.
Levai will wave off and say, I understand. I worked in corporate for a while. I know how these things work.
It is more a fact that we have been housing some. He sort of struggles to find a polite way to say it.
He tilts his head. He doesn't quite get what he's trying to say, but he's slowly coming to realize what he might be doing.
We've housed assassin robots
We have
also
housed...
for Telos.
Yes, that's what my sister.
That doesn't bother me.
Locked her in the bathroom.
We did, yeah, and then she escaped because it was the bathroom door.
It's a bathroom that you have to lock from the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd like piled some shit against the door. And then...
It was
She's a crazy robot assassin, so she doesn't care.
Yeah. Fine. Follow me. Telos will get up.
we just
Find
leave
this
it
thing
alone.
that says that you're guilty of whatever we're guilty of.
And let's see, where do we have?
Yeah, we like set up an LLC so that technically anyone that we have with us is automatically guilty of whatever
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
One person is condemned,
That way it
all are
inspires
condemned.
loyalty. Like if you're gonna join us to begin
out
with,
with the
you gotta
Sharpshooter
fucking
deal.
stick with it. Because now you're just as bad as us.
We'll
I didn't sign a
uh,
contract yet, though, so
well,
you know.
Oh, you already signed, man. You just don't know it.
Sure.
Mhm.
That's what happened in the
You read the terms of
initiation.
service of entering our ship, right?
Yeah, this is the hazing now. We're gonna
Yep.
throw you into the reactor.
We're gonna put your underwear on your head and make you float around the airlock.
5 drinks minimum.
Sounds like a
Daily.
lot.
Alright, we then Telos will go to the computers and add in Levai into the biolocks so he can actually access it.
He's had to be walking around with a buddy. He couldn't go to the
Yeah.
bathroom at night
Yeah.
because he's been locked out. of everything.
You just hear like telepathy while you're asleep. Like, can I wake up? I need to get out.
Wake up!
Wake up!
Intruder
Yeah,
alert.
trying to walk through the Sunrise Maiden without access is probably even worse than in most other places, because it's not just access denied. Since the computer actually has an artificial personality to it, it's more like, oh, I'm so sorry, but you can't go there.
I can't allow you to do that.
Our starship has the personality of like Miss Umbridge from
Yes.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. Dolores
Oh
Umbridge.
dear, you don't have access to this.
It's like a gun, like folds
According
out of
to
the door.
I would be
572.
so mad so quickly.
She wasn't hearing anything.
Oh, Dolores Umbridge. She was,
A great villain.
yeah, a great villain. Fantastic.
So British.
Absolutely.
Amazing. I like reading the book in Swedish because I was young. And she still pissed me off to no end. Like, it was an amazing character. Anyway, with Levai added to the computers with access, we will see if we can fine-tune the sensors somewhat to maybe aid us in searching for the signal.
All right, give me a combined computers check. One can assist the other.
Alright,
Sure.
my
I'll-
computers is lower than yours, I believe. I will assist you then.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks.
Just accept it.
I used to be best at computers. You will get an additional +2 because I can't fail it.
38.
Okay,
So
38.
30.
Well,
That is as good as we can get it, I believe.
Yeah. Well, that was a nat 20.
That's a nat
So-
20 +2, so
Yeah.
yeah, 38.
You could just see his you can't even see his fingers. They're so quick. He's just rapidly typing.
Yeah, he's just like.
Yeah.
I was trying to actually type, but I don't want to actually do that.
He's like typing with one
So
hand
I just
while
was
talking
like,
to you.
I started to type and then I was like, so I was just hitting the bottom of my keyboard instead.
Well, where previously both Talos and Levai would have estimated that the signal was vague enough that you perhaps would have had to check a few hundred asteroids. Even if you filtered out only the like big ones that seem more likely, it would have been like 50 and would have taken probably a long time. Like investigating the quantum flux, residue of the interspatial signal component.
It's the tachyons.
Probably, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the neutron interactions. It's fine.
You think you actually narrowed it down to 2 of the larger asteroids.
Aha. Well.
It certainly makes things a lot easier.
Brilliant, Doctor!
He shrugs it
Yeah,
off.
but is it 1, the secret cultist hideout, or is it 2, the mega death monster hideout?
You should totally change your name to Dr. Levai.
1 weirdly looks round like an egg. The other one is an asteroid with a temple on it.
So these asteroids, how close are they in proximity?
Well, from you or from each other?
From each other.
A reasonable distance, like an hour flight.
Okay.
Well,
I guess we just pick one.
After a few days of calibrating this, I guess we will message the rest of the crew.
Few days.
Took
me 2 hours. That's all.
Wow.
2 hour stops.
With that roll.
Well, after 2 hours then. I guess we will inform the rest of the group that we have calibrated the sensors with great success, and that we have narrowed it down to 2 potentials.
Rather than 2,000
yeah.
plus. Be sure to stress that point.
And, just tell the muscleheads to suck it, because the nerds win again.
Mm-hmm. Well, as this is, we have luxury rooms, there is like holographic, like video chat.
Yeah.
So whenever we talk, it's like your face is shown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, and like it's pointless because it was so small, but it's in there anyway. And so Victor, currently like leaning back in his hot tub.
Yeah.
In his room, just answers like with a like a drink in hand.
Yeah.
Just bare lizard chest and bubbling water, like
It's very impressive chest, It's
big and like scaled.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, we will basically inform him in his bath then that this is what's happening, and we should, we're making we have made as good progress as we can possibly do with the sensors. It is now up to the piloting skill of Thad, Big Thad, to get us there in one piece.
Mm-hmm. Victor trusts him. And the thing is, if you're in a ship that has artificial gravity, he can like flip and barrel roll and everything, but none of us will feel it.
No. I mean, we might be just spinning around madly right now. We don't know.
Yeah. And so Victor just leans back, like it says, "Computer, enhance," as the screen zooms in the holographic movie on the entertainment pole or whatever. Just laying there.
Sure.
Well,
these rooms are great, everything considered.
See, I know. I told it was a good investment.
See, for astrogating, my minimum rolling a 1 is a 19, so he's pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Amazing.
Well, with that done so quickly, Telos will, thanks Levai for good work, and then he'll head off.
Okay.
Sort of.
Entertainment room. Wait,
there's no entertainment.
Levai will stay there for a while just to familiarize himself with the system, so that if something actually happens, that he doesn't have to waste time trying to figure out the hierarchy of what's going on with the computer.
Sabotage and ditch.
I didn't say that. No.
Maybe the reactor core has been ejected.
No.
I
would never. No.
Distress signal targeting nearby pirate activity.
I'm not getting into this escape pod or anything. No.
Telos is gonna go and get a snack.
Right.
Does Levi want a snack?
I think he's too busy, but he would appreciate one.
Telos can eat snacks.
Yeah.
Androids eat, sure.
Do they? Oh,
You can.
yeah.
They need fuel. Well,
Oh,
we don't
true.
now because ironstones, but it's still nice to do.
Yeah, it's. I have like some delicious, Castravellian crickets or something that we picked up.
Oh, sure. I'll
Uh-huh.
definitely eat those.
Our room has a Pringles dispenser.
They're
Yes, I fucking love Pringles, dude.
And
Oh,
they come in
man.
tubes, so it's just like you press
Yes.
the it's
Are
out
they
like,
the same size? Do you still have to like squeeze them to get your hand in right?
oh
No,
yeah.
no.
My hand, I can't even. Victor just like force
I
it.
have to like feed them to you.
You know, you have one of those like scoopers that you put down and lift up, and it just.
I mean,
comes out.
Victor's tongue is probably like 2 feet. You know, he can
The
just.
prehensile.
Yeah, yeah.
You put it in, you just like
2 chews per per second.
Yeah.
It's your rate.
It's like an anteater. Just goes down there.
He's strong enough that he just squishes the bottom of the tube and sort of propels them out.
So, like after a few days, he's just sitting in water and Pringles. Just in this soup.
Hey, I mean,
Yeah.
it's self-cleaning. When I get out, it's just like.
like Monday morning when we get up to actually do shit, you just walk into our room and you see Maedar and Victor just passed out in a pile
Yeah.
of Pringle dust.
Like you can pee in the water and everything. It doesn't even matter.
How do you know this?
I mean, I would
Vic-
assume.
Victor's
Did you
like,
tell Maedar
Victor's
this?
like, I love this room. I don't need to go anywhere.
Basically, you got rid of my
You're
other
sit-
fun room.
but at that
so-
point, you're sitting in your toilet. You know, I'm just saying.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some extra spicy Castravellian crickets, and a synthetic beer or something.
He grew up there, so he's used to it. He
Yeah.
appreciates it.
Yeah, Tila's like waves at the like huge bags of Castravellian crickets and says, "Oh, this was a former comrade who bought. I guess he forgot to take them with him." Like looks into the cabinet, it's just crickets like piled high in there.
10
That was his,
million crickets.
that was his binge. Like that was his cheat day.
They have a
Yeah.
lot of protein.
No,
They
protein,
do.
yeah.
Lots of protein in them.
Sounds like a man who had a very good idea.
Kind of spicy.
He was a bit of a.
It's a good one.
He was a friend. Tilo says, looking at the crickets. He was very inspirational, I'm told. He talked a lot with Victor about his career, I believe.
I see.
He's a wrestler. Scratches his chin again.
A wrestler, you say?
Yes, in some the scummy league in the Spike, I believe.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Am I wrong?
Wow. It is art.
I'd like to think that the video comments still on.
Serious art form.
I take you seriously.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like
when we get the recordings of the last league, we're gonna watch it. Binging, really.
We're gonna see how the story unfolds without you there.
Yeah, I know, and my old minions is now become the main villain. Because I
Oh,
was
man.
thrown out. Yeah,
Are you gonna
and
come back and beat the fuck out of him?
he is going to beat the guy who beat me. Oh, and then in the last battle, like in the last season next, like when I come back, I'm gonna step onto the scene. Nobody's gonna expect it. As I come up there and help him, and then we're gonna duo.
yeah,
the bad guy.
It's gonna be like a run-in.
It's
you
gonna
know?
be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh
Yeah,
my
run it.
god, I can't believe it! Victor is storming the scene!
That is the Red Terror. He's back. He's back. He's coming.
He's storming the ring! Oh my
Oh,
god!
dude, you should be covered in your old villain outfit and then you rip it off into a good guy
yeah.
suit.
Like, ooh, this is all in the plan. I
And
just
then
need to
Come in and then your teammate's like, yes!
And
This is unprecedented!
a close up of Vince McMahon like falling over in his chair.
Off his chair.
Yeah,
Yes.
like oh. Yep.
You
Exactly.
punch
It
your
is
old
going to
teammate in the
be-
fucking
It
mouth
is going to
and rip
be
your bad guy suit off.
insane. Victor's manager figured all this out. That's why he's here. He's here right now to build up his persona of becoming a hero and becoming a face rather than a heel. That's what he's here to do.
So, do we get there, sheep?
Tilos is here to run from bureaucracy.
We
That's
get
the
there in
order
6
the
days.
paperwork.
It does take 6 days, a fairly uneventful travel through the purplish void of the drift. Occasionally, you see like what looks to be sort of like an asteroid or like just a chunk of rock floating through the drift. Not entirely an unusual sight. Although perhaps one of the more boring ones, according to stories that I've seen, much more exotic things there. But the
we've seen
computer,
that.
you certainly have. The computer eventually just like a beep, and indicates to Thaddeus that you will arrive your destination in a few minutes.
Presses the battle station button just to freak everybody out. Like, red lights come on, it starts blaring.
Levai just looks at us like a little bit confused. I'm assuming something's happening, right?
He looks up to the lamp that's like blaring, and he's like, maybe Thaddeus
She's
was
a
just a bit
pink-
just falling asleep again over
pink
the
woman's
controls.
face.
This is an
Mr. Thaddeus,
incredibly
is
lax
that-
reaction for something that could be terrible.
I mean,
Is
this.
that really
I
necessary?
mean, this has been
Like-
going on like for every like 6 hours or so. This has been
This
happening.
is some
So
boy who cried wolf shit. Next time it happens, we're gonna actually be about to get incinerated by
Yeah.
the mega cannon.
I mean, the thing is, if Thaddeus can dodge it, we're all dead anyway. So we have as much time as we need.
yeah, it really.
That's true. Yeah.
But we won't even know that he's dodging it because we won't feel it.
Yeah, exactly. Really, just what a nice day it is. He's just sweating bullets up there.
Hanging out
Oh
in the hot
God!
tub smoking
Oh
cigars.
God! Why isn't anyone
Oh,
helping?
goodness.
He's like, oh god, I pressed the button and
Help!
everything.
Help! And we're like, oh, it's
The god
peaceful.
systems are down, they've shut it all out.
We
You know, there's
have
one thing Victor doesn't do. Victor doesn't smoke because his father is a medic, and he was.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Mhm.
You know, probably have a bad reaction with that worm gun you have anyway. It just explodes.
No, that's how you light it.
It's a real party trick.
Oh god, I would cream myself.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Okay.
Like,
it's cool, bro.
Wow.
so cool.
Oh, fist bump.
That's cool, bro.
Well, Thaddeus will come over
Oh.
I love. it's
Malachi, you're the
cool.
best when you speak, bro. It's the best. Oh my goodness
Well,
gracious.
let's go, I guess.
Let's go. Computer. Open doors.
Open all the doors.
Computer battle stations.
All right. And so, with a shudder of the ship and a faint screeching sound, you switch planes to the material world, where real life tends to happen. Appearing next to the large drift beacon, near a field of irregular chunks of rock and ice, and even occasionally what looks to be a sort of ominous field of like green and blue, just vapor really floating between the rocks. Certainly looks like the diaspora. To get to where the sensors have said the asteroid, the two candidates for the potential asteroids are, still be a little bit of a flight, maybe an hour or two.
Okay.
And whoever is currently manning the sensors, can you give me a computers roll?
Sure.
$34. Scanning around the asteroids, you don't only detect asteroids, but also what appears to be a single ship lurking behind some of those asteroids. Shortly after that detection, whoever is currently the captain will also see that another ship is trying to hail you. A message coming through.
Do we have
So
a captain?
So there's two separate ships then? One is hiding, one's...
One ship. It's probably the same ship sending you the message, although
Oh, okay.
can't entirely be sure.
Yeah, Manaki, it's totally you at the moment. You're the one with the best charisma, I think.
Victor's the captain.
No, it's Maedar.
Is it Maedar?
Maedar
Maedar.
has the big... Yeah.
Maedar then.
Big M.
All right.
Captain Maedar.
Maedar the man.
Charismatic Power Ranger.
That's a pirate name. I've ever heard one.
Arr.
Yeah, Captain Maedar.
He's a
All
star
right.
pirate, you know.
Yes.
Fuck, what's the like? I don't
Arr.
have the script for ship-to-ship communications.
On screen.
Just think Star
Like,
Wars.
I have up to this is Captain Maedar of the Sunrise Maiden, and then nothing.
Oh, go with that.
Go
Yeah.
with that
go
first
with that.
and see what happens.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
Who are
yeah,
you?
I
What do
just-
you want?
yeah, basically.
We are the
Uh,
Kasatha battle cruiser.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll answer. The hail. This is Captain Maedar of the Sunrise Maiden. Who am I speaking to?
Give me a second. I'll actually show you a picture of who's contacting you.
That's promising.
Do we have them up on the holo display?
Is it a space bear sheep?
It's the ambassador.
Hi,
It's not a space bear.
I'm Space Bear.
Oops, butter
This is the image that hovers in front of Maedar as he accepts the call.
Wow, look at that dude or lady.
Nice.
That's a
As
space
she
pirate.
responds with a smirk.
Wow.
The Sunrise Maiden, eh? Well, you are certainly the sun during my day. Something, sunrises are
Maedar
good.
instantly
Never mind.
scowls. I disrespect. I don't say this, but he respects good puns and hates bad ones.
Never mind. How about you maiden my name and jettison whatever valuable cargo you might have?
Engage.
In lieu of valuable cargo, I would also accept a direct transaction of whatever credits you might possess.
Well, good thing we
Check
have
his
none
pocket.
of all.
I have 17.
Thaddeus, or not Thaddeus. Fucking Maedar. Draws with his laser eyes to Victor a red X.
Okay, Victor gets on the gun. You know what this means. It's near.
We should so you should probably just instantly shoot them, right? Like, because it's not gonna happen. Or we should run
I
away.
mean,
You could,
Well,
you
we
could
could
say
try
no.
We could try with no.
Where are they?
Yeah.
Well, Levai has detected them. They are some distance away and also presumably hiding behind a set of asteroids. They're currently not in weapons range.
Can I try a sensor check to actually determine what type of ship it is, or is it too far away right
Yeah.
now?
Am I the real fast? Am I the only one on their screen?
Presumably, yes.
Okay.
It's like a 200
She
crew.
saw me just roll my eyes.
Well, you can decide to accept the call without video transmission. She has just decided to show herself,
Oh, okay,
presumably
absolutely not
because,
then. Yeah.
you know.
I mean, she's a pirate. She likes the flare.
hmm
She's also dumb, but that's okay.
I mean, she's a pirate.
She has a cool sword.
Remind her of the Pirate's Code.
I don't know the pirates.
We
code.
wish to parley.
Victor knows the Pirate's Code. I mean,
It's
he's a
the
wrestling character.
It's the Bismarck code.
Yeah, he follows Bismara.
Now, I will give you 30 seconds to make your choice before we will approach into weapons range and disable your ship and then take what exactly we just asked for. So how about we avoid this whole shooting bit and you just make my day?
Do we have
Just
any
tell them to
mines?
meet us on the asteroid. I mean, I'd much rather stab them all than, whatever this is.
Yeah.
Let's not destroy our ships. Winner takes all, eh?
Yeah. How close are we to our
about that?
destination?
Probably an hour flight.
I don't.
Although we're fast. We're real fast.
We can try and divert to the engines and try and get away.
Oh well,
Like, We're fast.
I'll say to her. What is the name of this asteroid?
It has no
Does it
name.
have one?
It's a number.
Okay. Well, I will relay her the coordinates or ask
Wait, why?
someone.
Oh,
What?
why? No.
What were
Well,
you doing?
No, I was gonna say I was gonna say what Manaki said. She
Don't
just
listen
meet
to
us there.
Manaki,
Be like,
he's a-
"Look, we're
he's a
going
dummy."
there. It's gonna take an hour. Come with us,
What?
Yeah, but we'll go there and then we'll fight them
and we'll stab them.
man to
do-
man, like not the spaceship combat.
You do
we can't-
realize that she is an honorless pirate, and if we go down there, she will bomb us and take our ship.
But she doesn't want to bomb the ship. She wants the ship.
Then yeah, she will bomb
She won't
us
hesitate. She
and
won't
take the
hesitate.
ship. If
Yeah,
we're not
we
gonna
go
get
down
off the
on that
ship.
asteroid, she will show up, drop a bomb on us, and then take our ship.
So far, she's just asked for money.
Just say no first and see what she says.
You
It's a
can
plan.
you can talk.
Tell her we don't have any money. I think that's the truth.
Yes, it is.
You can have a
Yeah,
science bay.
I'll just tell her we spend everything we have on this ship. We don't have anything to give her.
No solicitors.
She frowns a bit as she says, "Well, I suppose I could take your ship then, although that's not exactly what I deal with usually.
It's like 200
Surely
years
you're
old.
something of value. How about that? Let's meet my place. We can talk about this."
Castrelian crickets?
Well, we'll meet her at her place. She sounds cool.
Yeah, we'll
No.
go to your place. We'll wait
Levai-
for her.
No.
We'll wait for her
Levai
to go in
just
the
looks
direction of her
over
place.
No.
and tell us with like an
Why would
And
incredulous
then
we
we'll
go
go
on
the
there?
other way.
We will meet you over there and then we just turn around and fly the opposite way.
Yeah.
Oh!
Telos looks at Levai with a look that tries to convey, this is what I deal with on a daily basis.
He just shakes his head.
No, that's exactly
like,
my plan. I'll be like, yeah, okay. Well, give me the coordinates. I'll follow you there.
Won't need coordinates, sweetie. You will deactivate your shields and dock with my ship. Then you will disarm yourselves and hop on over.
Levai is shaking his head. Like,
Should I just like tell
Furiously.
Thaddeus to punch it? Pretty sure I should just tell Thaddeus to punch it.
We could just
Levai,
jump into the rift, like and then like
Yeah,
go to
but
the other
coming-
side of the thing and then come back the other way.
It's all on beacons though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because everything's all warped in the
Come
drift.
back
You have
come back in 6 days again.
We could come back to like some other place, but it could be the opposite side of the diaspora, and we
Can
only
you like
travel,
drop
like,
off
an hour.
early?
Well,
Or do you
it's-
have to go to the beacon.
No,
I
you
mean,
can
we
go
could-
anywhere, but the beacons are like navigating. The distance
Well, right,
in the
but, like,
drift
can
is
I-
confusing.
You just
it's-
go there to
Can
hang
say,
out for like a few
well,
days.
we'll go to that beacon, but we'll cut off the journey early, and then.
yeah,
just
but
turn
if you
around.
do that, you might end up further than when you started.
we could
because
be
the distance
anywhere.
isn't-
Oh,
it's
it's
not
just
relative
lucky.
distance. It's just
Yeah.
like weird
it's
plane
it's all
stuff.
crazy shit. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see. Mm.
The only thing that's like stationary are beacons. That's why you use them as travel.
We have two options. We could either get the hell
We
out
can-
of here, or we can engage.
Yeah, shoot or run. And
Just
Yeah,
go
I
meet
mean-
them.
I'd probably rather run. I'm more about running.
But she's not gonna think we're cool if you run.
I don't give a fuck what she thinks.
she's a pirate.
Yeah, she's just a bitch.
That's true. There's lots of fish in the water.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's go, dude. I'm gonna fucking kick the back of Thaddeus' chair real quick.
All right, he's just gonna punch it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll just
All
shoot
right.
her a parting shot, like, yeah, I'd love to, but later.
Wow, the
Sorry,
the razor wit
don't take
of Captain
solicitors.
Maedar.
You
Fascinating.
punch the throttle,
I mean,
power to engines,
we'd
and
love to stay in chat, but you're a total bitch. So
do you directly go to the coordinates of the two asteroids you have?
God
Or
no.
No.
Oh no.
Which way do you go?
We go in a very strange direction. At least like an hour, like down
What?
and to the right.
what is
for
this
no
strange direction?
Now we're down to the right.
Every direction is strange and
Big
strange.
race maneuvers.
I mean, not any
You roll
particular
a 6
direction.
and land on Greenway.
Yeah. In not any particular direction.
Do not
just
pass go. Just
not
get out.
towards the.
We go an hour in a strange direction, like the lower right.
This is
No,
like
You
a-
try and describe the
Now,
direction. in-
Kilo 7 is really stealthy.
Mhm.
Could we eject him and then he could take care of their
Oh my
ship
god!
and then come back?
Don't come back.
Sneak on there and just pull out all the cords and whatnot.
No. No. It would be far more effective if we just shot those parts.
Yeah, we got big guns.
Do we have we should just start carrying like really big rocks.
Random
So
cargo.
when people are chasing us, we just drop them out of the back.
We have a cargo room.
We did. Right, we go in a direction that's not the asteroids for a while, I think.
Yeah.
You effectively run away as she presumably sees you spinning up your engines. She smirks slightly and says, "Oh, a chase! Is that what it's going to be then? Well, very well. I've been sitting here for weeks, haven't had much excitement happen, so let's see who's faster, shall we?"
I'll tell her to
Yep.
get a life and then hang up.
Sure.
Yeah, weeks here is not the most exciting thing.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Let's see. I don't think it makes too much sense to adapt the vehicle chase rules for this because it would take too much time. So, considering the Sunrise Maiden's speed, you do have the advantage of speed on the other ship, which does leave its hiding spot behind the asteroids. Levai getting a more clearer shot on it with the sensors of the ship.
Yes.
As well as a visual confirmation, a visual. You spot the ship.
Yes.
If you would like to find out more information, you
Yes.
could give me another computer's roll.
Yes.
Does it look cool?
It looks fairly snazzy.
It's got skulls on it.
Yeah, does it have like a skull and crossbones on the like?
Does it have a
Jolly
flag?
Roger.
Yeah.
And a
Like
map?
a Zeppelin from Red Alert.
Sort of. It certainly is not a massive pirate cruiser, but Levai would identify it as a Nebula Outfitter Starhopper, which is a fairly common vessel, usually used for all manner of things. It's a multi-purpose medium ship, similar to the Sunrise Maiden, but a bit of a newer design as it didn't sit on an asteroid for 8 years.
That's all
Ours
I
has
know.
the advantage of charm.
I can't get any more detail. That's what I can get.
That is what you can get. And they will pretty much chase you for the entire hour. You, of course, make some, get some distance between you, but after perhaps, yeah?
Can we just divert power to the propulsion systems to get more speed?
You can, but they are going to do the same, which makes it effectively irrelevant.
Yeah.
But after approximately 45 minutes of you going into a weird direction, it does seem like they've got enough and turn around, presumably heading back to where the drift beacon is located.
Okay. Can we go to the asteroid in a way that does not intersect with the beacon?
The asteroid is sort of close to the drift beacon. It does not seem likely that you can bypass them completely without them at least spotting you via sensors at some point.
Do we have any like stealthing systems?
Can
or...
circle around.
Yeah, can we go the long way around?
We like use the asteroid as cover, basically.
You could try to approach sort of stealthily, maybe like shutting down non-essential systems.
Yeah.
To
go
silent.
Enter silent
Yeah.
running mode.
If I can
engage
mask
silent
the
running.
sensors and the non-essentials.
Yeah, I mean, Thaddeus is the master of stealth, piloting, and shooting real far.
It does
Those are
mean
the things he's good at.
it does mean we have to shut down the jacuzzi in Victor's room though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our
It's gonna be
entertainment
cold.
poll's gonna have to go, Victor.
Yeah, if you want to bypass the pirates, I think that would be an opposed computers roll.
Okay, sure.
Computers.
I'll give you a +3 bonus if you essentially go into silent running, which also means if there is combat, if you fail the roll, your shields won't be active for the first round.
Okay.
Can I assist?
Do I get an aid on this from Jonas? So it's +5 essentially.
Sure.
And then the computers themselves give you a +1.
Do they? Oh, okay, so it's +6.
Because it's the do node thing.
Alright, well, let's see how good I do.
Well, it's +2 because we upgraded it.
Oh, +2 then.
So 27.
A 27.
I'm glad that happened because otherwise that's a very bad roll.
Oh, actually, that makes my minimum my minimum 20. Actually, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it takes you quite some time, 3-4 hours perhaps, to go the long way, as it were. And the pirate ship continues to show up on Levai's sensors. It appears it has not opted to hide again, but rather obviously showing its presence near the drift beacon, and also patrolling around, pinging its sensors and whatever a submarine would do in a submarine movie.
Yeah.
As it chases another submarine.
Yes.
You do think that they haven't immediately spotted you. However, they do sort of turn towards you as if they've perhaps caught some of your like engine residue or something.
Yeah.
So you can make it to both the asteroids, or either of the asteroids, I guess. but it's likely the pirates will sort of approach eventually.
Okay. Well, let's get down there and find a place to sequester so they can't really shoot the crap out of us immediately.
If we can fly into the asteroid, I'll feel much better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm assuming it's large enough that they can't just destroy it. So hopefully.
Let's have a look at the asteroid.
Yes. Let me scan the asteroid. Actually, we're close enough, right?
Yeah, you're close enough.
All right. Another check then.
Computers. Yeah, they're both approximately the same size. Both have too much like metallic content and whatnot to really get any good readings. Neither of them has any caves.
Okay.
At least non-obvious ones, although one of them does seem to be ever so slightly hollow in places.
That sounds like a place to look at first. Any life forms? Any residual life or heat or something that would assume that something is living on it, or
Not that the sensors can tell you.
with the. Okay.
You
Well, either
would
they're-
think no, at least nothing massive. There's no like vegetation on either asteroid.
Yeah. Either they're whoever's on it is very, very, very good at masking their presence, or there's nothing there in a sense. But we should still probably check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, neither asteroid, however, has a conveniently located cave where you can be completely offside of people.
Okay.
But
Well, I guess
landing is certainly an option.
we should check the hologram one, I think, first. It's probably more likely.
Yeah, just worried about leaving the ship somewhere that the pirates are gonna see.
Could we set up an ambush for them? I mean, if they're gonna follow us eventually, we might as well just try and get rid of them.
I mean, yeah, ambushing would probably be the best way, right?
Is that possible, Sheep? I don't know how this works, really.
Sure. I mean, they are coming towards you. They haven't spotted you again yet, but you know where they are because they do nothing to mask their presence currently.
Yeah, we can flip around and basically get all ready for them to come into the site and then blast the crap out of them before they realize what's going on. If that sounds okay. Because if we're gonna land, they're gonna follow us, so
Yeah,
we have to deal with them.
And we don't know how many pirates there are.
No. It doesn't matter how many pirates there are. If we blow up the ship, they all die. So.
So quiet.
It is. It's very quiet.
Yeah, from Levai's scan, he would think that that type of ship can only house like 6 people maximum.
All right.
There's certainly pirates, but not like a massive battleship of pirates.
If we could just make them land, we could have 2 ships.
Yeah,
Who
but
knows what it's worth?
We'd have to make them land. That's the problem.
they're not going to agree to that easily. And now that the fact we ran away, they're probably going to attack on site now anyway. So we don't really have much of a choice.
And if we're landed, we're screwed.
Yep. Like as soon as we walk out, they're just going to blow us up. So
There's got to be rules for like lifting off and shit. Surely.
yeah.
This is Paizo. They love.
I'm not a good captain.
It's okay.
That's all right. So I guess we do that then, unless anyone has any other ideas. Yeah.
Ambushes.
You want to set up an ambush. All right.
Yeah.
That is definitely an opposed computers check, as you attempt to be hidden well, continuously having them on their sensors.
Yes. Okay.
You can choose to continue to basically run silently, but that would mean you would start without the shields.
No. We'll run. So that's what is it? +2 for the computers and +2 for aiding. So +4 then, or
Yep, I think so.
okay. God, that's terrible.
23.
23. Yeah.
All right.
Very low rolls. It's annoying.
That's a net 20 by them. They spot your ambush.
Oh, great. Oh well.
It's fine.
We'll go into the space map.
Yeah.
Go to this map and replace the tokens I've left there with yours? There's like a white box on the left.
Yes. Okay.
You can just put your tokens, your player tokens there, so you can roll the skills from there.
Sure. I have to... Just copy though, right? We still need the ones back on the ship.
Yes, just copy.
Okay.
As you can then take the Sunrise Maiden token and put it somewhere in these asteroids where you would have wanted to set up your ambush.
Oh, can we have permission?
Oh,
Or
you
at
don't
least I
own it?
don't have permission.
Huh? To do anything?
Now you do.
No, we do.
All right.
So if you wiggle it a bit, it actually aligns to the grid, hopefully.
Yeah, seems so.
Oh, the asteroids are not aligned to the grid. Oh, whatever. The asteroids do block line of sight. You can fly through them. However, ending your turn in them will guarantee damage. Flying
I'd
through them
imagine
means
so.
you get a piloting check to avoid the damage.
Okay.
Let's see. One of you give me a 2d6.
Not me this time.
3, alright. So, the enemy ship will be right here. So you're sneaking behind the asteroids.
All right.
As they play dumb for a little bit, but as they sort of around the asteroid, it's obvious that they've already spotted you.
Okay.
Let me get up the page of the spaceship combat rules, which might be a good thing for all of us to have open. But the first thing, I believe, is...
I mean, it is engineering, but we have nothing to do with engineering at the moment.
Oh, what page is it?
It is
300.
page 317, Engineering. The engineers on all ships, if present, each take an action to repair the starship system or give them a boost.
Yeah, the spreadsheet has all the actions on it. If you want
I can
to look at it.
engineer.
Oh, has it? Okay, good.
Yeah. At
You
the
can have-
beginning of every round, of every round, you can decide which role you currently fill. So even if you are the engineer now, at the beginning of next round, you can decide to do something else instead.
You can have more than one engineer, right?
Yes.
What about science officer? Just one.
You can have multiple of those as well.
Yeah, you can bounce around them, I
Yeah,
believe.
if we need it, then we can double up. How does that work, though? Do we have two different actions, or can we combine our checks?
You have 2 different actions.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well, Telos will divert power to the weapons.
Okay.
Because we're in fine condition right now. And go first, right?
Yes, your starship is tier 5 at this point, which means the DC to divert engines is 20. Divert power, even.
Let's divert. It is diverted.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Where are
20.
you diverting them to?
Weapons.
The weapon.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Every damage die that rolls a 1 is considered as having rolled a 2 instead.
Okay.
The opposing ship, which Levai has scanned as a ship calling itself the Rusty Rivet, will do its engineering stuff as well, but that doesn't concern you. Next phase would be initiative, as in piloting.
How does to the initiative thing? I need to find my token again. It's over there. There we go. Piloting.
33. They will roll as well. I have to scroll through so many PDFs.
Our best gun, by the way, is aft.
Ooh, that's a natural 20, but still not enough.
Oof, that was lucky.
They will go first. That
Well,
means
mine was
because
20 as well.
going first is detrimental, actually.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, it says it's a nat 20, but mine should be much higher than what? Weird.
What is
As
this?
3, 5.
the Rusty Rivet will go 2 forwards, turn 1,
It says you rolled 17, Halldamir.
and then turn like so, facing you directly.
I say that's.
Okay.
I mean, sure.
you may move.
Get us like here.
I mean, yeah, I can just go
Shoot back at them.
around here, turn a little bit more, turn.
No, you're currently facing them. You would have to ram them.
You'd have to turn first, right?
Yeah, you have to move one hex before you can turn.
True, but I can do a thing which I believe
Can
I
you do
can
like a loop-de-loop thing where you just go back?
I can do.
Can't turn on the spot.
You can move through other starships because it's not like directly representative, but they get like an attack of opportunity.
Or I can try a maneuver which lowers the starship's distance between turns by 1.
It's also a maneuver where you can cross their square without provoking.
Like a stunt,
Yeah, I can't remember
or
what it's called though.
Stunt, yes.
Is it
yes,
stunt?
the stunts aren't in
This
the
is-
spreadsheet, but on page 319.
Yeah. 319. What is it? What is the DC for it then?
There is Audacious Gambit, which lets you fly through hexes occupied by enemy vessels without provoking free attacks. That costs 1 resolve point.
You
12
can't do
value
that
units.
yet.
No, okay.
Probably takes level 6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't see the levels, so.
But I could just do the maneuver and have 0. I won't need to move the ship at all to turn it. Because it reduces the starship's distance between turns by 1. As ours
Okay.
is 1 at the moment, it would bring it down to 0.
Give me a piloting check. The DC is 25.
I should be able to beat that. I
That's
don't.
25.
20?
No, that
No,
is a
it's
failure.
because astrogating is different.
Oh, oops.
Actually, no. With the
Oh,
the ship's computers, right?
Oh, yeah. Did they add, though, to...
They can add to these checks, but you have to declare that before you roll.
It does +1 as standard, but yeah,
Oh,
that's not enough
okay.
anyway.
Otherwise, just ram them.
Otherwise, I mean, what even does ramming do?
Ramming is not determined in the rules, but I'm going to say it does, let's see,
Smash
It
into
does
them, go through, and shoot.
5d6 to both ships.
Oh.
56. Jesus Christ.
How much HP do we have?
I mean, got some, but
You have 20 shields.
I don't think the shields matter if you're ramming them, right?
They do.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So
Well,
just ram them. But that means we can go through, right? And then we
Well, we
ram
can go
them.
through them without ramming them anyway.
yeah, we can go
They just
through,
get
but they
to shoot at us.
they just get to shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd rather do damage to them, right? And then we can
If
just
you,
ram them,
yeah,
go
but would
past,
that
and
stop
shoot
us?
back.
If we ran them, will that stop us, sheep?
Yes, ramming would
Yeah,
stop.
so I'd rather just go through them.
Yeah.
And
especially-
if we go through them, we can get our aft gun pointed at them.
Yep.
We have a turret on the roof, right?
We do have a turret. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, sure. I mean, I already failed it, so I have to ram them anyway. So it is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, you can go. What?
They
I mean,
already
we can go
attempted to.
through them.
That's the stunt to go past them without getting shot at. We can go past them
Yeah.
and get
I
shot
can
at.
go, yeah.
We might as well
Alright.
get shot at rather than doing 5d6.
Yeah, you can move half your speed after the failed stunt. After the failed maneuver.
Half is fine though. Might as well just go like so.
Maybe stop directly behind them because then they don't really have any room to maneuver.
move,
They have to
yeah.
like.
That's true. Yeah, we'll go there then.
As they will fire their turret at targeting your aft quadrant, which I will roll separately because they also boosted their weapons.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that is 6, 9, 11, 14, 16 damage to your aft shields.
Don't they have to hit?
That's a fair point. Let's see. It's a free attack. Yeah, it's not a free damage.
Yeah.
Bonus is sure.
Also, shouldn't our AC be higher? Like, I feel like you should have more pilot ranks, right?
Yeah, my pilot ranks is 5
More than
now.
3.
Yeah, they're rank 5 now.
It still wouldn't be enough, though, I think, against...
5, your AC would be 18. They rolled a 23.
Fortunate.
Your aft shields, 16 damage.
Brings them down to 4.
Also, Valkyri, there's a
Yes.
second tab in the Sunrise Maiden sheet that says enemy tracker, which is just an empty sheet where you can fill in chip stats.
Oh.
I sort of added that, so if you scan them, you can sort of fill in the things you learned.
Oh shoot. Okay, I probably should have been doing that from the beginning.
It's entirely optional though.
Well, what did we learn? They're not as fast as us, so less than 12.
What was their name again? The what?
The Rusty Rivet.
Okay, I was gonna say something.
The
really
make was
mean, probably.
the
Like the
similar to ours, but better. What was the name of it? The ship make. Whatever.
It is a Nebula Outfitters Starhopper, a medium explorer. But with the movement done, that means the gunnery phase.
Oh.
You can shoot first. The order doesn't really matter.
Are you shooting too, Maedar?
yeah, you go ahead first.
I'll take the
'Cause
light
I
particle
forget
beam then.
The. Can I not science officer after the piloting phase?
Oh,
Is it right?
Let's see. I'm looking for so many things, so if I get something wrong, do
Yeah, I
tell me.
forget how all this
That's fine.
works, basically.
The helm phase is for piloting and science officer.
Yeah, we did engineering, we did helm, and now we're in the gunnery phase. Your science action should tell in which phase it
It's
can
helm
Yeah,
phase.
they're all helm phase.
They're all
So if
helm
we,
phase. Okay, now.
Can I lock on then? Give all gunners +2 against target for the rest of the round.
You can certainly do that if you make the DC, which
Yes.
is
Computers.
the tier of the target chip. That is 4. Its defensive countermeasures are 2.
Yeah. I have to spend a resolve point to do that, but that's fine.
Actually, its defensive countermeasures are 4 even, so that would make it a DC of 23.
Okay. Sure. Can I? Okay. So do the computers just give a flat +1 to all of these checks, or?
They can give a +1 to 2 checks per round. You have to decide before you roll that you want to take one of those 2 bonuses.
Do you have 6 ranks in computers? You
Oh
must,
yeah, I have like 14.
Aren't we?
No,
What level are we?
You can't have 6
Can't
ranks
have
because
more.
you're level 5.
Yeah, you can only have as
Oh
many.
yeah,
ranks
then
as-
you can't even use lock on yet.
Wait.
That's a level 6 thing.
Yeah,
At least 6 ranks. Oh right. Okay.
your
6
ranks have to be a level.
Your ranks, not your total bonus.
Not your total bonus. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. I can't really do anything else except yeah, I might as well balance the shields then if we got hit in the back.
Okay. You can reassign the shield values as you please.
Well, okay. Should
It doesn't
I
matter.
reassign some from
For the sake
Starboard?
of making this quick, just do something you think is reasonable.
Okay, sure.
Gunners, you can do your thing.
Alright, so what bonuses do we have for gunnery currently? Any computer stuff? Because we're the last people, so we might as well use whatever we have.
You might as
The
well take the
computers
2
haven't been
plus
used
2s.
yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, Sheep, I need to do a check for this. I can't just do this randomly.
Okay, do a check.
Where's my character again?
It's
21.
DC twice, so it's a DC of 23, which succeeds.
Okay, sure.
Alright, I get a +2, that means you have a +10 to hit.
What is the
Base tech bonus and dex mod, plus whatever
Yeah.
other thing.
It's your shooting, basically, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Plus bonuses from captains and signed officers and computer systems. Yeah. So
Yeah,
if we
I
have +2
would
from those
captain,
things, then there we go.
So base tech plus dex mod.
Yeah, I'm shooting the turret. Kablam. 25.
Oh, you're okay.
25 is a hit.
Alright, that means I do 3d6 damage. I should probably do these separately so we can see if any of them are 1s.
Yep.
So we have 4. That's a reroll. Wait, no, that's a 2.
Yep.
So we
4,
have like
2, 5.
11 damage.
11 damage against their aft.
Do you want to shoot the flak thrower?
Yes. So it's my regular range thing plus we get a 2 from the whatever it is.
From
Yep.
the computers, yeah.
Okay, so to hit and then
1d3, 1d4,
That is a hit. for 8 damage against their aft quadrant, which
9
no
damage.
scan
The one
needed.
is a 2.
9. Yeah, I already did that.
Oh, you said
7,
8.
8, 9. Okay, sorry. There's 9 damage. Which no scan needed depletes their aft shields completely, damaging their hull slightly. As the flag sort of no longer explodes in a sparky shower of it hitting the shields, but rather a sparky shower of it hitting metal. And with that, we would be back in the engineering phase of the next round.
I'll choose to be an engineer for this phase as well.
Okay.
You can go first, Jonas.
Well, let's see. How much of the shields did we move to the back here?
I moved 5 from the sides and put it in the back, so we have an even spread.
Okay. Well, I will divert more power to the shields then, so we can regain some shields.
Okay. That will be a DC 18.
Okay, that should be doable. Engineering. Nope.
That is not enough.
It's a natural one.
I will do the same thing.
That is not enough.
Come on, guys. Holy shit.
A natural 2.
Jesus.
Yep. Well, good luck, guys.
You know, looks like the whatever maintenance people who installed the new power core didn't wire it up correctly. It's not your fault.
It's
Really.
Hey,
fuck-
I'm new here, okay?
It's the fucking rat. He shafted
Yeah.
us.
We knew it. We gotta use. You know what? We gotta back. We gotta kill him.
Fucking Yosoki, man.
Oh, we die. We die right here. That's. I mean.
Oh, we
it's
die right
running
here.
I'll find out.
Okay, helm face. 32. All right. They can't physically make that, but I'll try anyways. Nope. They go first.
It's so good when they're like, yeah, we can't physically make it.
All right. They will try to be fancy and try to do a flip and burn.
Okay.
It shall not
Uh,
work out for you.
Which
It crashes the asteroid. Yay!
I mean, they might. It's actually 26. Okay, that is actually enough.
Okay. Alright. Was that like 1 away from failing or 2 away from failing?
It's like 2 away from failing. I
They
reckon.
succeeded by 3, I think.
Wow.
What does
As
it
they
do?
will move here and then spin their ship around, facing you once more.
Darn it.
I mean,
We should do that.
that's fine. I don't need to do that.
No?
No, because we go here, we turn slightly to go here, we turn slightly to go here. I could go the other way. Sorry. Let's go the
You
other
can
way.
go through the asteroids. Remember, just don't
Oh, I
end
can
So
it.
you need to do a check for them, though.
Yeah, but I'm like a god at asteroiding.
The ship might not be, though.
So there's 4. So let's do the check at least. Is it piloting again?
Yeah.
It is piloting. DC 20, I'll take 46.
DC 20. Oh, okay. Yep.
Yes, you avoid them.
Good
So
rolls.
that was 4. And then if we go here and then trying to do the mental arithmetic of how to get where I want to
Ship.
be.
You want to be right behind them if possible.
Yeah, so if I go like there,
Aha!
and although I'd be facing like that, but then I did move, so I guess I could face like
Yeah, you can turn.
that. So aft would?
Do we want to face like that though?
Well, it's either that, or that.
If we got to pick between sides or front, I mean, sides are just better. Or front gun is the worst.
Yeah, sides are better.
Mhm.
So yeah, we might as well.
Front gun is a D8. Our side's a 2D4. So
Screw it with that then. Thanks.
this is a
Alright.
gyro laser.
Anything else in the helm face?
No, I'm not a science officer, so I can't do anything.
Then
Nah.
gunnery face.
Take the +2s, guys.
Alright.
All right. Well, we could do that. Same bonus as last time. Let's shoot the turret. 13.
13 is a miss. You hit the asteroids behind them.
Take one of those light laser
shooting
cannons.
chunks of rocks everywhere.
On Maedar.
Maedar?
Yes. Hang on. Ignore the damage on this because I just made a macro. Oh, you know what? I'll just roll the fucking.
We'll narrow down
Roll it
this
manually. I was making a
calculation.
macro. That's all. That's a miss also.
That also doesn't it. It does, however, seem that the Rusty Road does not have guns on their aft side, so they can only fire their turret at you.
Oh.
For 17.
Misses.
Yeah, that
That
misses.
is a miss. Bullets spraying everywhere, impacting in the differently sized rocks.
I'd like to think they're panicking.
Right? Any roll changes?
I will continue to be an engineer.
Okay. Then we're in the engineering phase. What do you want to do?
I will divert to the guns. If I can.
Okay. Let's find out.
Yes.
DC
28.
18, yes.
I will divert to the shields.
Okay, that is a DC 18 as well.
Okay.
Yep. You have
So.
10
and
more shield
success.
points to put in.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Between it has to be
5.
evenly distributed though.
Yes.
You can put it anywhere.
Oh, really?
There was a errata the other day.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Let's balance out then. So, 2 to the aft. 16. 1 to each side, and then 1 left over. Put it in the. What side is currently facing them?
The right side?
The starboard side.
Starboard.
Right, we'll put 1 extra in the starboard then.
You peasant.
Alright. Let's do initiative.
Yes. Ba, 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 da.
I will use the...
They could beat it.
No, they do not.
My average versus their average.
Let's see. They will
Interesting.
move 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're out of there. They don't want to be here.
5, 6, 7. Turning like so. Your move.
You peasants. We're gonna go through the asteroids again
Okay.
They're just looking at this and going, "Oh, we're
because
fucked."
my lack of caring.
Oh,
Who is
no.
this guy?
You do avoid the asteroids.
And then we can go like this, and like
Can you turn our butt to them?
Yeah, that's perfect.
well, yeah. I mean, if I go here and I'm facing, let's go one more, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
we like it's better to be here, just for the sake. I would rather be behind them so they can only shoot us with 1 gun.
They don't have guns
I
in
mean,
their house.
sure.
So.
Yeah. So even if we don't have the optimal damage on them, they don't have it on us. We do more to them than they do.
Well, we'll go there because I easily have
I
that.
do want to steal
face
their
the
turret gun though. That thing does a lot of damage.
Yeah, you can turn them though. Turn your aft to them, right?
No.
Oh,
Because our maneuverability is not the best.
oh.
If it was 0, then it'd be easy. Yeah, we'd just stick our
That's
ass.
that's what you originally stopped in that space as, though, right? Before you moved again.
No,
Oh, I don't know. Oh,
no,
okay.
I came around like that.
Oh, okay, my bad.
All right, gunning.
Yes.
+2 for divert and take the +1 for the computers.
Divert isn't that to damage?
Is it to damage? I don't know.
Divert is to damage, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same bonus as last time.
Mhm.
Okay.
22.
22 is it.
All right, I'll roll the damage. That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 4.
Okay,
So
so
8.
8. 8 to their aft, which is still depleted, meaning you damage some more of their hull.
Good.
Uh,
Blow up their engines.
Yes.
which is also enough to inflict the first critical hit as you blast through their hull. Roll me a D100.
Come on, 100. 91. Close enough.
91 means their power core is glitching.
Ooh, that sounds good.
A glitching power core means that they basically take a -2 to everything.
Oh wow, that's very good.
It's one of the worst things. Maedar, do you want to shoot?
Yes. Do we have +2s still, or?
Yep.
It's all the same.
We were using the computer.
26 definitely hits.
So, I'm on the right side, so 2d4, 6.
6 damage. That is another 6 damage to the hull. Alright. They will attempt to retaliate with their chain gun on their turret. 26.
Even with the -2.
Okay. They have once again diverted to weapons because they are cocky pirates.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
They just
That
steal
is
this
Really be fixing their things.
Yeah,
with
we
the
do.
turret.
We
8
really.
and 16 to your starboard.
16 to
Ho-ho,
starboard. That is
just.
lucky I put the extra in because otherwise
Yeah.
we'd be done.
The shields are down.
Almost.
Wait, someone got rid of all the shields in the aft to be 16.
That'd be 16. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. I think it's time to balance next turn.
Okay, next turn indeed. Engineering.
I'll be science officer for this round.
Okay.
More power to the shields.
Okay. DC 18. Yes.
10 shield powers to go to the one
Straight
we... Yeah,
Straight to the.
straight to the starboard.
You can probably take some from front because it's very unlikely we're going to actually face the front because it's the worst.
I don't think I can move it though with this roll.
No, that's
No,
science
that's my job.
officer.
That's my job. I'll do that. Or at least attempt to. It's
Okay.
25 DC, so.
Helm phase. Give me initiative.
29.
They might actually be able to beat this. No, they cannot.
Nope.
They suck.
Is that with their -2 because of the power core?
Face a full battle
That's
operational
actually without
PC.
that. So, yeah.
Yeah. So they could have matched it.
They could have, but yeah. But he will move first. Moving like so, and then like oop. Actually, he'll move like so you can't shoot him in the butt.
That's what they think.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. We
You
can't
ram him so he pushes into the
fly
asteroid.
through the asteroid behind them and ram into their back.
I mean, how much damage was it? 46?
46 from the asteroid, 56 from ramming.
Yeah, but I won't take the asteroid damage. Come on.
No.
If you stop in them, which ramming indicates you would, you'd automatically take it.
Oh, you'd be stuck in
What
there.
if we ram him here and he flies into the asteroid?
Does it
Forced
move?
starship movement.
Can we push?
The momentum, it doesn't
Can we do a
stop
combat
the
maneuver?
system.
Let's say yes, but you take the guaranteed 56, and he would only get moved if you roll a 30 on the piloting.
30 on the piloting.
That's
Challenge accepted.
And,
okay, wait.
and he would also take the damage, right?
Before you do so, since it's still the helm phase, can I balance before he does this?
Sure.
Okay.
Power to forward shields.
Where
Actually,
you?
they're fine.
They're fine, but I'm gonna take a bit off because I need to. Well, I need to make the check.
But no, it needs to be on the forward because that's the shields matter.
I'll balance around the 3 in the back, make them even enough.
Okay,
If I
DC
even make the
18?
check.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I hope you guys don't mind if I take a +2 from.
Go
Of
for
course
it,
not.
man.
We'll be using the forward gun anyway, and that sucks. So,
Yeah.
and
So
I mean, hopefully he will end up in asteroid. So,
I mean, yeah. So this is with +3. So 36. Gosh.
we go there and we smash him.
All right. Both of Both ships take
Yes.
5d6. They take 15. You take 10.
Not bad.
Yes.
10 on the
Okay.
board, right?
Shields. Yeah.
And then they
Alright.
On
take.
them in the asteroids.
Yes. Andre, I love you.
New engines are paying off.
They take a damage
Oh
from
yeah,
that.
they are.
Yeah, I guess they can take that now, since they will definitely end their turn there. They'll take another 11.
Sil-
on their
silly,
shield.
Yes.
silly pirates didn't realize how crazy we were.
For peace, please.
Which is enough to inflict another critical hit.
I was
I
gonna
think
say,
Halldamir, you can roll
we've
that
taken
one.
more than 40.
We've
Hold
weaponized the pilot.
We need to install a ram on our ship, like a huge,
Yeah,
like
this is,
Yes,
this is
like
much.
like a
Ah,
cow
it's only
catcher.
that
This is
fast.
much more effective than shooting.
have a
13
huge ram with an
means
imperial
their
Aquila,
sensors are
you know.
glitching.
Yeah, sensors glitch.
Sorry, Sheep, what did you say?
Their sensors seem to be glitching.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I mean, the sensors are already glitching in the first place. If they thought they could do that, so.
them!
No time to
Right.
shoot.
Gunnery face.
One of you can't take the +2 though.
I think I'll take it since I'm using the turret.
Yeah, the turret.
On good roll. 14.
14 is a miss.
Well, you want to see if you can shoot that D8?
Yeah.
Pew pew.
No.
Pew.
15 does in fact hit.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Let's
Come
see
on
now.
Maximum
Oh,
damage.
Maximum damage.
Let's see, maximum damage against the left side.
Kapew.
Alright, they will attempt to shoot back, this time with 2 weapons, since they finally have a clear shot on things. This
Okay.
will be with their turret, 19.
Yes.
Where is this?
It will be impacting the front.
That's gonna bring down shields and.
Well, we don't know.
Oh, we'll see the damage.
Oh, if they hit, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Oh, God.
That's a lot of damage.
12, 14, 17, 21 to your front.
that's
0 and
11 extra.
What
To
type
the
of like murder gun is this? Like
I know, we need to have that gun.
6d4?
It is a chain gun.
Fucking kidding me.
Jesus. What does this do to us?
Well, it hurts your hull if you take an amount of damage to your hull equal to your critical threshold, which is 11.
Which we just did.
Which you just did. You will take critical hit,
Okay.
which will 29. If you scroll to the bottom of the sheet, 29 is sensors.
We'll take that.
They are glitching. You take a -2 to all science officer actions.
Okay, well,
Oh,
we can't
we're doing
balance
that.
shields. Well, my shield isn't bad, actually.
And they will also shoot their starboard weapon at you, or rather their
Christ.
left side weapon.
Port.
Their port side.
Port 19.
Hits.
Okay, that is for 2 points of damage. Actually, that should be 4 because they boost their weapon, and that must have been both ones.
Okay.
Well, we can handle 4.
4 is fine.
Well, engineering. We got holes. Patch them up.
Sure, I can do that.
Fix the shields
I
first
won't
and
be
foremost.
able
Fix
to shoot about power to shields.
I mean,
I would rather you do shields. I'll try and hold
Oh,
it
yeah.
together.
well, I'll do
I
shields.
have more engineering than you, so.
Oh well then.
Well,
But let's yeah, first
Okay.
you gotta
fucking
There you go.
Hey, look,
I do
I'm
it.
just saying.
You get
just saying.
10 power to the shields.
Where do we want to put it? Probably front.
yeah.
Straight to the front. Okay.
Straight to the front. Boop, 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 boop.
I will try to hold it together and patch the sensors up.
Okay.
C20.
Do note that hold it together only works for the rest of the round, which means if you don't do any science officer action right now, it would effectively not
Oh,
do
really?
anything.
Okay, I thought it was
You
just.
can patch instead.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll try that. Try and patch the.
I mean, or just fix more shields.
Sure.
Because I don't know that sensors glitching is the worst thing.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Or attempt to. Yeah, that should be enough.
Yes.
Another 10 then. Put it somewhere.
They will attempt to get some shields back as well. Actually, is that power core switching? Yes, they managed. How much do they have? All right, piloting initiative. Yeah, I mean they lose. Yeah, but there's still fight in them. That is 4. Oops. 5. 7, 8, 9. They'll go here and face this way. Surely you're not fast enough to get behind them.
Oh yeah.
Surely. Surely.
We'll just.
Can you face our butt at them?
Which
That's
one of
fine.
their
That's what
sides
he's
was
doing.
depleted as well in shields? Was it the
Oh, sorry,
port or starboard?
I wanted to be.
I
here so
do
that
like the
I could
fact that we're like trying to back up to them to to have the most
For
effective
some
fight.
reason, our best gun is at the back. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we modify this?
at
Yes.
what point this
You
happened.
can, yes.
You know, we're
Fear
gonna
me.
take their gun and then we're gonna put that on our turret and
Yeah.
our turret on our front.
Yeah,
We need their gun. Maybe their other guns too, because that was not fantastic.
that chain gun would be nice to have.
Yeah, can we just like, how much room do we have in the cargo? Can we just take their shit?
He'll scavenge the whole thing.
So we'll still play this combat out, as it were, but flag thrower is a point defense weapon.
Don't
It
know what
only works against missiles.
Oh,
Oh.
so
Uh,
should we face a different way?
No, let's just continue
keep
this
using
combat. I also made a mistake with them because their weapon is negated by shields. So you know,
So they can't damage us.
So we'll just keep fucking up,
the-
and then next time we won't fuck up.
Alright.
Yeah.
What?
Okay,
What?
okay.
What the fuck?
So basically,
No
that-
weapon
that
works.
That Megadeth weapon is actually just not for.
It only
just for
works
all.
on unshielded.
It's like
you know, how about you decide? Either we play it by the rules now. Your flag thrower wouldn't work against their ship anymore, and their weapon wouldn't work as long as you have shields up.
I think that,
Or we
I
just
think that's
continue.
what we could do. Yeah.
that's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
In that
just get
case,
it
we
right
win.
now.
Like.
Do you want to just rotate about?
As
90
long as
degrees?
we're behind them, they cannot hurt us then. So just turn the side to them and we can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with asteroids,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
they're my
Alright.
friend.
Sure.
you can turn
Yeah,
the other
their
way too.
weapon- Their turret does
No, we
half
can't.
shields.
No, we can't?
Actually, I can. Yeah, no, I can.
Why wouldn't you?
No, actually, because I moved
What?
in.
From an angle.
Because our maneuverability is 1.
Mhm.
So I have to. Because I came from here, moved 1 while facing this way.
Uh-huh.
I could have turned this way.
Could you turn this way?
Yes.
Then that's best, right?
That's what I was
Then we
going
can quickly
yeah.
catch up to them again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
So confusing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
One of the
I mean-
gyro laser has something that makes it better than just terrible.
That's why
A-
we went for it.
A gyro laser has a broad arc, meaning you can shoot it into adjacent arcs as well.
Oh.
Oh.
So we can shoot it into.
So right now we
Oh.
could shoot it with the gyro laser. See, these are the reasons we should actually read these rules. Okay.
I'd
Yeah,
still
well-
rather use 2d4 over 1d8 though. Better minimum.
Yeah, but we could just shoot both. Like all
Yeah,
of
isn't
them.
that like a minus?
Can
No,
I? Yeah.
four?
Can I shoot
Yeah,
2
okay.
attacks?
You can
So-
choose to shoot 2 different weapons regardless of the arc if you take a -4, I believe.
Yes, like
Yeah,
a.
that's what it says.
Yes.
So if you want to do that with the 2 bad guns, Jake, then I'll shoot the
Yeah.
good one and try to just make sure we get some damage in.
Okay.
You just have to pick which
And
one.
I would get
gets
a
the plus
which one
two.
to get a +2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
better one.
Maybe put that on the light laser because that's guaranteed
Yep.
damage.
Yep.
So shooting is now, right?
Yes.
We've flown about, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I will shoot. I'll take a +2 and shoot with the turret gun. 19.
19 hits.
Good. Then we have our damage here, which is 6. Did we divert power? I don't think we did.
No.
So I can just roll it like this. 9 damage.
9 damage. Blast through their shield and do hull damage again.
Okay,
On Maedar. Good rolls.
so this one gets a +2, which means it's at a -2 total. Huh.
Yep.
I'll have to fix that, but and then this one is at a -4.
Good rolls.
Both hits.
I need to figure out what's up with that quotation mark.
So you rolled 5 damage on one of them and 2 on the other.
So 7 damage in total.
Mm.
Mhm.
Alright. You shoot them. Certainly looks like if they didn't have a cargo hatch in the back, they probably will have one soon.
Can we call them and say to surrender so that they don't destroy our ship anymore?
Well, they can't.
No, the one they're flying.
Oh,
It's our
okay.
ship. It's
That
ours.
would be
Yes.
that would be an action the captain could take.
We'll jettison them.
Maedar?
We have to
I mean,
decide
they can
next
call
turn.
us when they surrender, I suppose.
Yeah.
Alright, engineering again.
Power to
I do
shields.
really want to call them and just be like a bitch about it.
We
I'll
have
keep it-
10 more. We have 10 more shield things.
Hold on, let me do it as well.
Damn.
Wait, 20.
Just put it on the sides. Wow.
Well, 20 will basically max out everything.
We're full out, yeah.
Yeah.
Shields up, weapons online.
Is that 10 accurate, Jonas?
We'll come up on.
10 back.
That's what it says on the
Yes,
sheets.
it's 5% of your
That's
PCU.
huge.
You have 200 PCU.
So much though.
It's quite a lot.
Maximum
But
power.
yeah,
Why we had a good engine.
during this phase, you will get a beep on the captain's console that currently no one is manning. That there's an incoming message.
Thaddeus has a bypass button.
I'll run over there.
You can act
I'll
as
play
captain.
captain role this turn, I guess.
Sure,
This
I can
is
always-
Captain Maedar.
Yes.
To whom am I speaking?
Admiral
Yes.
Maedar of the Sunrise Maiden and the Rusty Rivet. Get off my ship.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one. I should say that. Yes, this is Captain Maedar of the Sunrise Maiden and the Rusty Rivet. Who am I speaking to?
You will remember this day as the day you almost.
There's a slight pause. She responds, "Well, you're certainly an ambitious and surprisingly skilled bunch. Here I was looking for some easy prey to show my superiors to make me a proper captain rather than one of the greens, but I suppose this is not the day. Name's Alira Okwana, and I would like to stop this fight. We surrender."
Power down shields and
Yeah, let us
come
know.
out unarmed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
Power down sheets, come over to our ship, unarmed, and
We'll see.
Do we have a brig? Or just an execution
We have a
shipper?
cargo hold that's
We've got a
empty.
car. Yeah.
We will lock that thing,
We have
and
a
we will just.
toilet.
If we'll link the two doors, if the inward door opens, so does the outward door.
Yes.
Is there anything else in that cargo hold right now?
no.
No.
Nothing.
Empty.
It's empty.
Yeah. Wouldn't that vent our whole fucking ship though?
No.
I mean, no.
It'd vent the corridor. That's it.
You lock
Mhm.
you lock the rest of the ship, so that's what the air.
Fine,
Yeah.
I can survive in a vacuum, I don't care.
Mhm.
Well, we
can't.
all can with our spacesuits.
I don't have one.
You don't have a spacesuit?
Armor counts as
No,
Oh.
you can have mine. Like I don't need it.
Well, you've got armor, right? So that counts.
So
Does it? I don't know.
It does.
does.
It's completely
we've got,
sealed.
Oh, all right.
yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Then yeah, I'll say that, come on over to our ship. We've got a nice cozy hold for you.
Taking prisoner as well. Might I first ask what exactly brings you to the diaspora? Probably
No. You
not.
may not
to
ask.
take
No,
You can
out-
talk when you're in the hold.
And you may not ask.
Yeah, you may not ask.
You're not in a position to negotiate right now.
You had your chance to not,
To not be a dick, but
Very well. Prepare for talking.
I
And
mean, you can
she
spacewalk
does.
over here.
She does, in fact, power down her shields.
fire!
Shooter.
Fire on office!
If it's the captain's order, I'll fucking shoot that thing. But,
Ram it! Right up the butt.
Maedar is the captain now, so
That goes.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
What do you say, Captain?
we're mostly
Do we dock
diplomatic.
with them?
Do you guys want to blow them up?
No, we'll dock with them. I think we could take
Yeah.
them.
We can ask them questions.
Yeah, I
Take
think
all
that's-
Do tell them that if we see a weapon, we'll murder all of them.
Yes, definitely. Tell them that. I will do so.
I am much more effective with in melee than I am with ship guns.
The Red Terror has spoken.
Significantly more.
if they do, we can just lock them out and
She
push them out of the cargo.
she frowns at the harsh words a bit as she says, "Listen, I'm a pirate of the Free Captains. We've got a bit of honor between us. You've won fair and square. We bit off more than we can chew. Now we talk about the terms of our surrender. We do not have to get quite so mean now, do we?"
I don't feel like we would have these
Yeah, I
nice
don't know
terms
what
of
you're talking.
surrender.
I don't know why you
Like,
say terms.
Well, we
yeah.
can
We gave the terms. She's
like,
coming over. Let's
Who
dock.
heard of the
Yeah,
free captains?
Let's go.
Let's be mean to her when she's in the cargo hold with manacles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You could give me a culture check to see what you know about the Free Captains.
Yeah, because it could be
Yeah.
like they are super honorable.
Then I wouldn't believe that she's one of them. Okay.
I guess.
She can just name drop whatever.
Well,
okay.
we'll prepare for
What if
docking.
Victor knows? Nothing.
Is there like a 1 minute amount of time while we're docking?
To take it.
There's several minutes while docking.
You
Yeah,
have
that's what
several
I'm
minutes.
thinking. I want to meditate for 1 minute to shift my
Give me a second,
my
guys. I just
cyber
remembered-
influence to photon mode so that I can get a +1d6 on this culture check.
Captain Maedar, when he shows on screen, he's just sitting there like meditating,
29.
like a lotus position,
Yeah.
like resting upon one hand.
And he just starts glowing.
He's just sitting there like a room full of
There's-
whispers.
yeah,
some sort of,
Confianza.
some sort of Sith Lord, you know.
There's a gong in
Yeah.
the background.
Dum.
Dong.
That's really just the microwave. We
Yeah. Thaddeus comes in
Instead
with
of the
popcorn.
annoying
Oh, the crickets are
ping,
gone.
it's a ball.
Yeah, but, yeah, crickets.
The Free Captains are basically a union for pirates. They have a number of leaders, the Free Captains, as the name suggests, 10 of them in fact, that are supposedly rumored to have a huge base in the diaspora somewhere and organize their pirate raids from there. Generally, merchants, if they had the choice between an unaffiliated pirate and a Free Captain's pirate, would prefer the latter. They come, they beat you up, they dock at your ship, they take all your stuff, and then they leave. That is what they do. They don't murder, they don't pillage. They are profit-oriented privateers. Rumor also has it that they can be hired if you need, something done, but they generally avoid that sort of work as well. They want to be known as the people who take your stuff, but that's all they take. They take stuff.
Well, seems like we can pull a
Bad
favor
news
off
for
of
them
then.
that we're PCs and Starfinders to boot.
And fucking crazy. I
Yeah,
mean,
like
you never ram a spaceship, but we do. It's just
we're gonna
what
do it
we
again.
do.
I'll tell you.
Oh, we will. Yeah, it'll happen.
Can I actually fix the sensors while they're docking? Are they still glitching or?
That's probably a job that'll take a bit of time, like an hour.
Okay,
Yeah, do it after the dock.
do it after then.
We gotta make sure that all of them come over. Well, then
I mean,
again,
we-
once we're docked, it's not super easy to just undock.
No,
I
we've
imagine there are
probably-
sorts of like vacuum locks and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've probably got a solid chance that either this is going to go well, and they're going to leave us alone, and we can fix it afterwards, or we're going to use their ship's parts, and they're all going to be dead.
Yeah, man, I really want to loot their ship though.
Uh,
But we will do that anyway.
We're going to take your ship.
Jonas, that ship is ours now. I'm gonna just go
Do we have
back
2
now and
people that
sell
know how
it.
to fly? Or are we just gonna
Yeah.
like dock with it and just go?
I have 10 ranks of piloting. I don't think that's enough.
10 ranks.
I
ranks
mean,
of
no,
10.
I mean like 10 total.
Okay.
I mean, I have
Yeah.
about 7.
It's not bad.
Mainly.
I've
With one
3
rank.
ranks of piloting.
Victor took a he can drive a scooter. So it's kind of the same thing.
That sounds fun.
They just can like fly a battleship or something.
Yeah, just have a +2.
All right. After a few minutes, they do approach your ship carefully, letting the automated docking mechanisms and whatnot do their work, and tell you that they are in fact ready to board and talk.
Talk.
All
I
right,
say.
unarmed, of course.
Obviously.
Are they? Can I scan them?
I mean, let them in. If they're not, we'll stab them all to death.
Maedar, fuck! Also, the criticals is how much
27
damage we do to
sensors?
the
Okay.
critical damage isn't about what you roll; it's about how much damage they take
Over
to their
there.
hulls.
On a nat 20,
Oh.
you do also do a critical
Oh,
hit
yeah.
damage.
Oh,
thing.
yes.
Yeah.
The science officer can also make it so that the critical threshold is 19.
Is on 19, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll
Hmm.
just have to. I'll have one. I'll have one for if we roll a 19 and then we just ignore it if we haven't done the thing.
Sure.
Let's
All
get
right.
them. Let's get them into the cargo hold in manacles. Yeah.
Thaddeus will be over here with his gun.
Well, the airlocks are like here and here.
Damn.
That's
I-
such a
I'm
bad place for an
assuming
airlock.
you use this one, yeah.
What is this thing in the floor? A turret? Automated turret?
Nah,
It's
that's
like-
to the turret, I think.
If you stand there with a gun,
Oh.
it can be.
That looks like a thing to the turret.
Yeah.
Like a hatch.
Yeah,
I do have an
after
automatic
the
rifle.
after the docking, 4 people step into the airlock. So you can see them here. They do appear to, at first glance, be unarmed. Looking around awkwardly, frowning a bit. Although the woman leading the 4 seems awfully cheerful, really. Like, she's still smiling, obviously still a bit uncomfortable with the situation, perhaps. But this doesn't seem like the end of the world to her.
They
Clearly not
appear
the
to be
first time.
unarmed at first glance. You said.
They appear to be unarmed at first glance.
Is there ways to check, like, for sure, since they're on our ship? Can we,
Can,
like,
frisk them or scan them, I suppose. But scanning is not exactly super reliable in this case.
Do we have manacles? Someone has got manacles.
I don't have enough,
Uh,
but I have some.
We can knock out
do
the
I have
people.
manacles? I don't have manacles. I'm sure it'll be
That's such an
fine.
awesome idea. Oh, we don't have enough. Yeah, you're gonna knock you out.
We'll
I
just
would
send
not
them
be
out in the
opposed
escape
to
pods.
just killing them, right? Like,
It's true.
I
Like,
mean,
they are pirates.
I've got 6 bombs that if I could give them dead man's triggers, if you want.
Sure.
but that's.
two-handed
I don't want to
dead
set those off in our ship.
No, no.
Well, we'll follow the captain's orders, I think.
If I had the captain-
Fuck. See, I don't want to be the captain.
No, like let's just jostle them into the
Yeah,
other room.
let's just
Yeah.
imprison them.
Victor's not going to be looting their ship. He doesn't know what any of this stuff is. Victor and Maedar can watch over these guys while you guys go and like take a look. Right,
I mean, sure.
the 3 of you. If there's one pirate or something hiding with a knife or something, you can kill him.
yeah,
and then
actually.
you murder
yeah,
all these
probably.
guys.
Sure. I'll go.
Yeah,
I'll
just-
go check it out.
Yeah. So
Set up a
basically,
signal,
Victor will
if
say,
Clank
"This
receives
way."
it, we space these wastes.
You know,
Yeah, the motley crew, despite what the token suggests, I just didn't have better ones. Are the captain, who appears to be, well, a female human, and 3 others: a male android, female lashunta, and a big burly male Vesk. The 3 of them are currently not happy, but the captain at the command gives you a very slight bow and then follows them to the ladder, following you.
he'll take him over here, expecting Maedar to sort of defend the rear. Going to put them in this room, basically lining them up, like against the outer door here. Just sit against it.
All right.
Sit down, unarmed, while he has his pike. He'll go here, so that if anyone rises up, he can stab them.
And meanwhile,
He's
we
very
board
good.
their ship, right?
Yeah, you guys have all the technical skills to go and like
Sure.
basically loot it, all the items, all the money, all the food,
Sure. Let's.
whatever we want. Also, that gun, might as well, see if we can get it.
Yeah, let's try and get the gun.
Yep.
I'm okay at
It's not very
engineering. I'll work on
valuable.
that.
We wanna get as much out of this as possible. They made us do this. Like we were fine just letting them go.
All right, let's go.
All right, you want to take their gun. Give me an engineering check, first of all, to have a think about how difficult that would be.
Is there multiple aiding? Because I would
No.
No.
Damn. Well, one of us can aid.
That's a 30.
Tell us.
What modules do they have?
Well, you are in the middle of an asteroid field in space with the tiniest amount of tools at your disposal. You have the skills, but you need like cranes.
Oh.
Right.
But it's space. How hard could it be? There's no
It
gravity.
would be possible, but it would take you like somewhere between a few days and a week.
All right then. If we can't take it, then can we scrap some of it that's the most valuable and sell it off, like CPUs
Can we upgrade
or
our
control
current
panels or
turret?
something?
Yeah, basically, can we just like snag their weapons,
Power
take their
core.
valuables, and then leave?
No.
If we can't take the entire weapon and refit it, then we can take the
Batteries.
computer stuff or something.
If you want to completely just
Got the
like
ship.
impromptu salvage the ship, you could take 1,000 credits worth of UPBs.
Sure. Who's tracking
I'll,
this?
I'll write it down.
Okay.
But that would basically be like trashing their computers and completely junking their ship.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
mean, they're pirates.
Pirates.
We just take
Yeah,
their
I mean,
stuff, right?
we
Isn't
just-
that the idea?
We literally just put them back on their ship and say, "All right, good luck," and then leave.
And they said they wanted our ship.
With the ship trashed. Yeah.
Yeah.
First sounds perfect.
You know, find their personal quarters. They each have lockers, I'm sure, like with money and rooms and stuff.
I mean,
like
she wanted
this
to
lady on her
steal-
picture has a bitch and sword.
Yeah,
She wanted to
kinda
take
keep
all
an
of
eye on
our
it.
stuff. Now
The
we take all of
medical
her
lab.
stuff.
Exactly.
Before we trash everything though, can Levai try and access their systems?
Oh,
Their
you can maybe
computer
like auto computer them to fly home with us.
We'll
Well,
fly
I,
them
I,
into
tried,
sun.
I want to try and at least break into their computer systems first, if that's possible. Chief.
You can give it a try, sure.
Sure.
Give
Throw
me
a
a roll.
computers check. Tellus can help me with this. 25 or 35?
Yeah, let's resolve that in a moment. In the cargo bay, with Maedar and Vesk watching.
Maedar and
Iris.
Vesk. I see how
Wow.
it is.
And
This is what
sorry.
we talk about.
I have
a
so
name.
many things on my
It's
He has
mind.
a name.
It's the new buddy cop show, Maedar and Vesk.
Alright, no, give Chief a chance to
Maedar
realize these
and
50 different
Vic-
things.
Victor.
That's just like saying Johnson and Black.
Oh my god. Oh, Sheep, you're the best.
Anyway,
It's okay. Yes, continue. I'm sorry.
I'm just not going to say anything for a couple minutes.
well, then we continue trashing their ship.
Yeah, basically.
All right. She turns to the closest person, being Victor, as she sits on the ground, sort of having her arms crossed. She says, "Listen, way I see it, you beat us and got us dead to rights. I admit that. But there's no reason we can still be friendly like, you know? I'll give you, how about that? 1,000 credits apiece to let me, my crew, and the rivet go. You go your way, we go ours. Pirate honor. Everybody's happy, nobody dies, yeah?"
Victor has his helmet, his big helmet with like the red markings on it. Looks down and say, "I mean, you really had the chance here. We avoided you. We didn't want this to go this way for you, but we understand how things work. I'm pretty sure the others are right now taking every piece of metal or wiring in that ship. We're gonna sell it all back on Absalon Station, as you would have done to our ship."
She sort of rolls her eyes. "I asked for any disposable income you had on your ship and wouldn't have trashed the entire thing. That's not how we operate, you know?
As
I
easy
you
to
have
say
understand
now.
there's...
Would you have believed that my disposable income is 17 credits?
That is almost sad. Perhaps we would have given you a donation.
Yes, exactly. So we do need every piece of copper wiring.
We
Really.
did actually tell you that we don't have anything to give you.
Everybody says that, but it's never the truth.
Exactly. Everybody also
Look
promises
at this
1,000.
cargo hold.
if
You
we
are
just
the
let
cargo
go.
currently.
Is slavery legal in some of these systems?
No. I
No?
mean,
There's nothing else in here.
official legal, it's in a few places, I suppose, but generally in the pact world, it's frowned upon something extreme.
We could call up that guy in the Starfinders. I'm sure he would be okay with it. That like Vesk.
guy.
I bet Fitch would like them.
Yes, they can help rebuild the ship.
You know, we're actually here hunting a doom cult. Would you believe?
Well, that has not
Don't
crossed my
destroy the
mind.
universe, they say.
We are the good guys in this situation.
Good, bad.
You know,
That's
yeah, when I
bad
say
word.
that, that's really not a good thing to say. Like, it's just very pretentious.
No, I mean, it's fine. I mean, you know, the people who say good, bad, there's no different. I mean, those are the bad guys usually.
Yeah.
But you
Like, I
still-
know we're not being nice here. I'm not pretending. I've done some bad stuff. You know, I skipped classes. I have put
don't worry about
needles
it.
on my teacher's chair.
You haven't crossed any lines yet. Just don't
Exactly.
worry.
That's what I'm saying. We're just, doing what pirates do, right?
Not exactly, although I suppose you're fairly close with no training. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. He shows his knuckles with the Besmara that says on there.
She
You see?
nods appreciatively.
Yeah, we just profit, and that's really what this is. The others, they will. I mean, I'm sure there will still be some life support systems on. Someone will come around this beacon at some point. We have no need for your food. I don't think that'll sell for anything, so you should have that still.
You
It's
seem
not so bad.
You seem friendly enough, and actually, now that you mentioned cultists that you're hunting, maybe I can help you out there. Although I would honestly suggest giving them a white buff. They're crazy, I heard.
Yeah, but they want to destroy the universe, and we have reasonable. Well, so looks to me that says some of us at least have the idea that they actually have the ability to do this. I know it sounds crazy, but we were off on in the jungle, and there were thunder-bellied behemoths and all sorts of stuff. Death plague, mushroom storms. There was a lot of stuff to go through to find out this stuff, and now we're here, right? So, yeah, I'm really glad you're not taking this so hard.
I mean, no worries. It's risk of the job, really. Now, you mentioned something about only leaving life support. Now, that's a line you perhaps shouldn't cross. You see, the area here is called the Fields of the Lost. Sort of our backyard, you see. And while losing a fight is one thing, but leaving us full stranded with a decent chance that we won't be found before our supplies run out, well, there would be. Some of the senior captains may be taking offense to being.
But how would they know it was us who did it?
And when are we ever going to be back?
I mean, you wouldn't tell on us, would you?
I've already done exactly that, I'm afraid. Before we docked, I sent out a message.
Oh. Captain, I think that might be a breach of the deal here.
It was made before we made any deal.
See, this is the reason we can't have nice things. Now we will kill her. Like
now we have to.
Yeah.
My friends are not very kind. I don't think they will take such a threat very nicely.
Oh, it's not a threat at all. You see, in the rare case that you would trash our ship or take us as slaves or whatever, then the senior captains would take offense to that. But in case you just let us go, we'll go tell them, yeah, you're a bunch of skilled dudes. Maybe you can even be hired on occasion. Could join us eventually.
So, but if we lost, you would have stripped everything in our ship and left us stranded.
But we're not part of the Green Pirate Union.
I see. We don't get the union benefits.
It's a union, right? So if we mean to them, then they sue the shit out of us.
Listen, if this situation were reversed, we would have taken a quick glance around, perhaps seen that you are in fact as poor as you say you are, taken a trophy or two, perhaps whatever poster you have in your quarters, and then we would have left.
See, that's easy for you to say now, because I don't believe a single word you're saying. Like,
Victor will convey this idea. So, I mean, it's really hard to prove that. I mean, I personally have never heard of this pirate union, but I mean, I'm really trying to be nice here, and I do think I'm one of the nicer people in this place. To be honest, if we're back at Absalom Station, I think you and I could go watch a game or something, hang out, play a bit of a, video game, and then
Super Space Brothers.
Yeah, like we could hang out, but I mean, this whole pirates, it's just the business, right? We're not in the union.
You're pointing them at me. I'm not.
We haven't been invited. We haven't been taught any of these laws.
Well, hence why I'm trying to explain the potential consequences here. I'm
understand
still
it seems
offering,
pretty flimsy though, right?
I'm still offering you guys a grand total of 5,000 credits to let us go, which is probably a bigger payday than you've ever seen
Where
in your
do you have
lives.
these?
I thought it was
5,000 credits.
In a secure place. I obviously don't carry so much money on my own pocket
Well,
because
why don't you give us
See,
the
now why don't I
5,000?
believe
The
you?
trust is not there.
Yeah, so just give us the 5,000 credits right here, and you know we'll consider your offer.
you know what disembodied voice coming out of nowhere.
Oh no, I'm on
the
the speaker. You know, it's just
All right,
as we
sure.
like bend out piping and stuff on the ship.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
you
just-
just threw
that
this
voice is,
piping directly into the cargo hold. You just hear. That shit is
Just
breaking.
a buzz, so
I
like.
mean, before we trash the ship,
Their intelligent computer going, no, please, no.
Yeah, before you trash the computer, let me actually try and hack it first, please. Thank you.
All right, you know what? I've been nice. I've offered you things, but if you want to trash my ship and eventually perhaps sell us to migratory Akatonian slavers or whatever, then see what that gets you. It won't be us coming for you, but it'll be someone much worse.
I take offense.
Akatonian? Sorry, we're very new in
Oh,
this place.
rude.
Your friends here don't seem to enjoy this situation. Why are you so okay with it when they're not?
I was okay with it until just a moment ago, where being, well, defeated was part of the fun, in a sense. You know, it's sometimes very good to be reminded that you're not the biggest fish in the ocean, but you're...
You know, this place is deadly, though. Like,
She
there's
shrugs.
asteroids and...
It's not deadly yet. I mean, I'm still alive, so it can't be that bad, right?
I mean, look at it from our perspective, right? We show up, you say your money or your lives, we run away, and we then come back and beat your ass, and now we're supposed to trust you?
I mean, I never explicitly threatened your lives. That was sort of
It's
something
implication,
you
though, like-
assumed.
Come on, you've never heard of pirates before.
Oh,
like-
have I heard of? Please.
Like, what do you expect us to think?
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to not trashing your ship, at least that much. But, it's not me you have to convince.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like, to the
Well-
victor go the spoils.
If I can't convince the only person who seems somewhat reasonable, then I'm not even going to try to talk to the others.
He sort of looks into the sky, basically. Says, Telos, could we, not trash them completely? Just, take their stuff and then leave the ship. The woman says she'll give us 5,000 credits. I don't imagine there's that much on there in worth.
Like the
Well,
addition
I
of
mean-
5,000.
let's
It
take
might be
a-
worth the risk to actually believe her, right? She did come over here, at least unarmed and such.
I mean, she doesn't have a choice, though. She's beaten. We would have destroyed her if she didn't.
Yeah, I mean, but that doesn't mean. I mean, these pirates, they sound rather powerful, really. I mean, she might be able to give us a good word that, even though we thought she was going to kill us, we let her go, right?
If anything she says is even
She's not
true.
all bad.
She's a lying scum.
That is all
Yeah,
part of my vote.
Well,
Yeah, I think I'm
allegedly,
gonna go with it.
lying scum with friends.
She
I mean,
claims to have
no.
friends, remember?
But
Yeah, I mean, she, but she says she has. I don't want to fuck with it.
I mean, I'd much rather possibly get 5,000 and be happy, or
Yeah, we have
possibly not
5,000
get it,
in
and then
our
we kill them
accounts,
anyway.
or we have a bunch of shit that we then have to sell.
or we just kill them if they played us false.
he sort of
That is more than
looks
happy
down to the
putting this
woman,
over.
just like a see, I'm trying here motion.
Let's see. Do they have anything nice and fancy in their ship? Sheep.
So it looks at her, turns off his radio and says, "So now this is the part where you tell us how to find your your money and your cool stuff, so that he'll be sated a little bit."
She frowns a bit.
These 17
Yes.
credits really don't weigh heavily. I mean, he is thirsty.
Well, you see, I somewhat lied when I said I didn't have the 5,000 credits somewhere safe, because they are, in fact, on my ship. But thing is, if I tell you where they are now, you'll take them, and then you might change your mind. How about...
Seems
Well,
like you just have to trust
look,
us on this.
That's
That's
there's a little
really.
bit of a give and take here, right? If you
Yeah,
want us
yeah.
to trust you, you kind of have to trust us.
Because say, you know what, I can, you know what, you don't seem like a bad person. I mean, not more than I am, at least. Just struggling. We all do what we have to do to get by. It's, you know, there's no real law and order out here. I mean, how about you tell me, I inform him, and then I'll do my best to make sure that this goes well. I mean, that's really all I can promise you, right?
I suppose that seems reasonable. I mean, if you do kill us, you'll have a bounty on your head, and nobody wants that, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hey, yo, I can turn you in and take
I'm
your
trying to do you a favor here. So help me help you, and who knows, maybe in the future I'll maybe do a tour here at one point when I get big, you know? Oh, bigger.
Sure, a tour. So how about this? You keep my mates here for the time being, and I'll show your buddy where I stashed my hard-earned savings.
Made any taker?
Yeah.
Okay, it's been long enough now that it's a reasonable thing to assume that the Vivas have time to hack their computer systems during this entire
Yes,
talk.
you did hack their computer systems. We'll resolve that now.
Okay.
On there, you pretty much find like a private diary
Okay.
that goes back a few weeks at least, like 1 to 2 months, really. That really doesn't have much in it. It appears that the dear captain here, Elira Oglana, has only like recently joined the Free Captains proper and was sort of a mercenary before that. And her first task at really proving herself and maybe moving up, getting a bigger ship and a bigger crew and such, because her ship is in fact owned by the Free Captains and not by herself entirely.
Okay.
Was to just prowl around the so-called Fields of the Lost here in the diaspora, which appears to be this stretch of asteroids, and make sure that no pirate hunters or stewards or anyone else really messes around here. And perhaps, you know, attack the odd mining ship, perhaps get some money that way. But really, most of the time, nothing has happened until a few days ago, where a set of what the log describes as bone ships came by and went to where she assumes a cultist hideout is. She doesn't know the details of what cult it is. She just knows stay away from that because cultists tend to be crazy and they're not worth anything. And she definitely also stayed away from those bone ships because she simply assumed they're either like officially Eoxian or more likely to her corpse fleet, which both things are very, very bad. So she just left them.
And she like explicitly details the location of where they went, right? The log?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Can we?
Anything else on the computer? Any like communicate messages from her
Yeah. Can we?
superiors?
Can we
or...
copy their star charts and stuff?
It depends on what access I have. Was the computer unsecured or secured?
I mean, she's coming
the
over. Can't she
computer-
just give you access?
Is secured. It appears that whatever locations and such of locations in the diaspora would be again encrypted.
Yeah, I'm worried about trying to hack it in case there's any countermeasures and I blow myself up. But we can.
It seems to be the kind of information that is fairly sensitive, like the location of the Free Captain's main base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's probably not something people would want you to have.
We'll sell
I
that
mean,
to the
she
stewards when
wouldn't
we
know.
get back.
You wouldn't know unless I failed. So I could attempt it, but it depends how difficult it's going to be. What is the? Let me check the skill thing here on hacking. Let's see. One full action per tier of the computer system.
So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to dig for this information?
Yes. I'm assuming this information is encrypted, which means any access that I have isn't enough to get this
Yeah,
data.
it's not enough.
It's like pay
So
data.
I'm not trying to get root access. I'm just trying to basically get behind like maybe a firewall or something to access that specific data if I can.
Okay, so you are trying to dig for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Then give me another computers check.
Okay. Please help me. Tell us.
Sure.
27.
A 27 does not seem to be enough to
Okay.
access the information.
Does anything happen to me?
You basically get a big, like, red lettered warning saying, if you're not the captain and you find out about the pirate's main base and other sensitive locational information stored in this computer, well, someone will have to do something.
Yeah, well, I tried. I'm not going to mess with that any further. Just lucky that she didn't have any other damaging countermeasures for that, so I'm not going to try again. It seems a bit dangerous.
Really putting blood on my teeth, though.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I'm not going to attempt it. If someone tells me it's a good idea to do it, I might, but...
It would certainly be valuable information in every sense of the word.
I mean, just take this whole ship and just go back now, right?
It's worth a lot.
I mean, I don't know how difficult this computer is.
I
I
would never
might,
come back to this area for one of the other plants.
I might not even be able
Yeah.
to actually, like, with the max roll I can get, be able to hack it. I don't know.
Uh,
Actually, I can check what tier this computer this is, right?
Yeah, to your eyes, the computer doesn't seem to be like the best of the best, but it's not as shitty as the rest of the ship seems.
Okay. But I can't effectively put a tier to it. I'm pretty sure I know most computers, right? What they look like.
Well, tiers and such are really like a game mechanic thing.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a mark kind of thing that everybody knew anyway. But
No.
okay. Well, if a 25 is gonna do it, then.
I mean,
27.
it was just a warning. You could try again.
Yeah, I could try again, but if I try again and fail, then
It might send off a message like, hey, someone's
hey.
compromised the computer system. Somebody knows. Send help. And
I
then
could
like
try
snap a
again.
screenshot of you. Like, or
Yeah.
like a,
It was a
webcam
9
photo.
that I rolled, so I mean,
Could try again.
the Starfinders are enemies of the pirates. Kill all of them.
why not? I'll try again. Sure. Oh, that's even worse.
17. All right.
I blow up, basically.
Well, not quite, but you're sort of close. The sirens of the computers all start up. The screen basically just turns off and is replaced with a 20-second timer counting down.
Levai's gonna go on the speaker and say, I pressed the button by accident. Now that I have a timer. What's going on here?
It's just like, and that's how I ended up in the. So looks at her. He's been talking about his career.
She frowns and says, "That appears to be the timer for the self-destruct."
I kind of sat on the keyboard, and now this thing is blaring at me.
The ship is not owned by... Not yet. There's like 15 seconds left as she calmly talks. The ship is not owned entirely by me. It is owned by the three captains who would rather not have sensitive information go into the wrong hands. So if anyone tries to mess with it and fails, the entire system removes itself, so to speak.
Can he try again to like stop this, or is this just a...
Well, you have about 10 seconds.
You can either get out.
Slippery slope.
Yeah, let's get out. Actually, I don't.
All right, give me a reflex save.
Run, boys. I'm
Listening.
going to start undocking.
Sure.
Don't make it.
You do realize that you ignoring that warning message just cost us 5,000 credits and have earned us a bounty on the entire system.
I'm undocking. Get out of the ship.
Right. Levai, give me a reflex save. Thaddeus, give me a piloting check.
Plus 5. Ooh, hold on.
29. I'm saying 29 because of the normal ship piloting stuff.
Okay, Levai
So,
jumps
question.
into the airlock.
Question.
Yes.
Can you spend resolve to like get bonuses to your rolls?
No.
No.
Oh.
Resolve is only to recover stamina.
What would be the DC
What
to
about
turn
Telos?
this off?
Wasn't he on the ship?
The
Yeah.
DC to turn off the self-destruct
Yes.
would... There's no DC. It's triggered. It's right there.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think it's happening.
she could potentially stop the self-destruct, right?
If she were physically present at the computer, but she's in your cargo bay.
Yeah, but then there is a way
Wasn't
to
I
stop
like
it, right?
taking her over there?
Well, there's 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Well, yeah.
Well, if she can do it, there's a way to do it. Right?
Yeah, she can tell us the way.
All right.
This is like biosignature.
Did Telos join Levai in searching the other ship?
Yes.
I will allow you to do one check.
Alright. I'll do it.
What DC are you looking for?
Frantically aid you while tearing my non-existent hair out.
A DC 30.
No, that's I need to roll a 15.
Not the worst odds.
I believe in you.
All your android powers.
29.
Well, I am
Let's do.
I'm
aiding.
aided, so that is actually a 31.
All right, 31. The timer, in an appropriately dramatic fashion, reaches 1 second as Telos manages to bypass the password. The siren sort of freezing, tapering out in a sort of high-pitched sound that slowly gets quieter. As the pirates in the cargo bay have already sort of like braced for impact. Then nothing happens.
Telos wipes his forehead a little bit, and looks over to Levai with a look that is not entirely approving,
He just shrugs and says,
and then he says, "Don't touch that again."
"Sure."
As Telos sort of turns towards Levai, though, the computer is thoroughly fried.
Well, he looks at it, shrugs. At least we didn't blow up.
Yeah.
He'll go back on the speaker. He said, I've stopped the countdown.
Mixer looks at them and says, "Wow, well, good." So looks to Alira and sort of gives her like a thumbs up. He says, "Captain," he sort of looks at her and says, "The captain would like to negotiate a little bit. Apparently, there's some hidden things, and if we allow them to leave with their ship in its current state, then they will help us to find all the things that we might otherwise not find, and to avoid any further self-destruction accidents."
Well, that sounds generous.
Well, I did offer those 5,000 credits to return with an intact ship, but now I assume there are many, many systems that have gone into overheat.
Did she mention specifically intact? I don't believe so.
No, she said that she wants to
Turns
leave
off his
with her
radio
ship.
and says,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is the best I can do, right? They would much rather just airlock you. I'm trying to be reasonable here and help you, okay? I get where you're coming from. This sucks. This is not what you wanted. And you know what? If I was in charge, I'd be on your side. I'm not in charge, though. These guys, I just work here, you know?" So looks at her, takes his helmet off to give her, like, to see his face. Just, again, they would not hang out at the bar with you. They would much rather send you to somewhere unpleasant, I'm sure.
She sort of massages her left temple as she says, "Listen, I just want to go to my ship and leave so I can limp back home and endure the humiliation to be bested by a ship such as yours. This day is getting rapidly worse and more frustrating. And when I get frustrated, I become far less reasonable. 5,000 credits for you and your mates right now, and nothing else. She gets up. So follow me to my ship. I'll get you the credits. We'll forget this ever happened. Or try to anyways, and we'll go our separate ways.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Sure.
Whatever.
But what if she had some really cool gear?
Yeah,
Nice.
well, you know.
It's the price you pay.
I mean, Victor wouldn't care about that at this point. He
It's
just shows up.
it is the price we pay for bad rolls.
I'm sending her over now.
Oh.
Captain, would you
Yeah.
assist the captain? I'll keep watch over these guys until it's done.
Let's go.
She grumbles as she follows.
Victor will sort of
Well, she goes first.
look at her. Say, yeah. I'm really sorry about how this went. Very unprofessional, I know.
Well, you are, by definition, not professionals.
Well,
but
if you ever
have
come to
not-
the spike,
Oh, I'm never
Yes.
going to Epsilon Station. Don't worry about
just
that.
ask for the Red Terror.
But yeah, she follows Maedar.
Well, I follow her, but yes.
Or, yeah, that way. She enters the ship, the Rusty Rivet, heading straight for what must be her quarters. It's definitely the biggest of the 3 different quarters that exist on the ship. Sort of goes to one of the walls and just kicks it, opening a hidden compartment with a bunch of things inside. Out of which she will pull out what appears to be a cred stick and hands it to Maedar.
What's the rest of the stuff?
Is there any way to like verify? Can I check it right now?
Sure.
Yeah.
In it. It's not
It
like a
does-
self-destruction cred stick.
It doesn't indeed appear to, at first glance, contain 5,000 credits.
Okay.
Man, we should have like fake 5,000 cred sticks everywhere.
Yeah.
It was perfect for this kind of situation.
I guess that's that then. Maedar will kind of ping Victor to bring the others over.
Looks down and says, suppose Captain says it's time to go. Come on, everyone. We'll take him.
They will follow.
She's still on our ship.
No, she's not.
She's never leaving.
No, I mean she's.
Well, you have a nice day now. Remember
Yep.
not to mess with the
Have fun.
Starfinders, because we will fuck you up.
Well, no, that's not all what she learned. Man. Kind of wish we just spaced her immediately now.
Yeah, we can still do
Yeah.
it.
That's too late.
Oh, I'll add 1,000 credits.
Yep.
She was probably a ranged character anyway.
She had a sword, but that was probably as the fake sword anyway.
Okay, I'll add 5,000 credits. Never have 5,000 credits felt so meager.
I know.
Well, Captain, I guess we have some Eoxians to find. I'll be in the hot
Rusty
tub.
Rivet undocks and limps away very, very slowly.
I mean, either way, they probably would have ended up like that anyway.
I mean, you know, she would have killed us if she won, or like just sold us as slaves. We were far nicer to her than she deserved, in my opinion.
But yeah, Levai will give the information on the cults to everyone. It seems right.
Yes.
Yeah, it appears that the location that Levai got from their computer coincides with one of the two asteroids that you figured out would be the destination for the signal.
Destination.
Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, we have a destination though. Is it?
Yes. The destination appears to be a little bit of distance away, perhaps an hour or so. And as Levai has already scanned the asteroid, it does appear like it's partially hollow, although there are no obvious caves. Getting any good readings about life signs or anything is incredibly difficult inside the asteroid belt currently. There's certainly no massive life sign on the asteroid or inside, nor massive vegetation. But more readings than that are difficult. There does seem to be a faint atmosphere, not enough to breathe, but it's there at least. Would you like to head to the asteroid then?
Yeah.
Guess so.
Right. Flying there is trivial enough. Other than time, it doesn't take much. On the spiky asteroid, the sensors do pick out one appropriate landing spot. It seems to have hard enough ground for the ship to not just sink into it or, actually be anchored to the asteroid, so it doesn't just drift away again. And landing is not an issue. The asteroid itself, just visually, is nothing spectacular, really. It's just a bunch of gray rock. There's a faint atmosphere as well as low gravity, very, very low gravity, but for the purposes of gravity, it's low gravity. Covered in darkness, as the landing spot is currently turned away from the sun, and there are much larger asteroids also blocking the sun. But you can certainly take a look around if you like, but it will likely have to be done on foot.
That sounds good to me.
Let's do it.
You can copy your tokens then.
Done.
Yep.
I gotta find myself. Here we go. Done.
I was ready.
I will make a map visible for you called Asteroid K9204. That is the official designation of the asteroid.
It's a dog. Dog asteroid. K9.
Yes, it's a K9. Shaped like the head of a dog.
Oh, if only. I'm assuming this one visible space is where we need to pop
Yes.
ourselves. Okay.
Yes.
Oh god, I can't see. What?
It is dark. If you do not
Oh,
have dark
dark
vision, you have dark vision. All right. Let me give
I
it.
guess my
We just had our operations done for that.
yeah. I've got sensors on my suit.
Where am I though? I'm not here.
Got like infrared sense.
You should copy your token.
Yeah, Levai's probably just going to use his computer light because he can't see anything. So.
Over here.
Yeah, your comlink by default comes with a flashlight, which you can enable, or can tell me to enable. If you then point somewhere, you can actually have like a cone of vision. Although I haven't revealed anything yet, so that doesn't work.
Okay, sure. I have it on anyway. That only reduces it or increases it to dim light though.
Yes, dim light.
Okay. So people still have concealment within.
Let's see, let's hope the world doesn't break if I do this. Leaving the ship, going really the only way you can in this rather mountainous, almost canyon like, I don't know, canyon full asteroid, that's the word now.
I like it.
You come from the east and can head west.
Thaddeus has the rifle that he got from the Keshti as well as his normal one.
To your north, you can see a mountainous outcropping. Whereas to your south, it's a cliffside with a sort of different plateau on top.
How high is the cliffside?
The cliffside to the south is about 40 feet.
Okay. So start by moving over to it. Last time things shot us from above. At least now the ankle will be awkward. That was to happen.
Maedar will have out, I guess, his rifle and his solar gauntlet and his stinger.
There's gravity here just fine, yeah?
Low gravity, but yes.
Okay. That doesn't make much of a difference then?
Let me check.
Or
Gravity.
possibly bounce off into space?
Can do Michael Jordan.
I'm sure there were rules on low gravity, but I can't find them. So you can walk just fine. Your jump distance is doubled.
Oh, that is a very far jump distance. Now we will go forward, wanting to stay a little bit ahead of the light here, or like to not be made obvious. Then again, anything we can see here probably can see in the dark. So there's no other light. Is that correct?
There is no other light that you can see.
Okay, so probably a cave or something. You can continue a bit more.
Give me a second. Yeah, through the like microphone of your armor, you can hear faint sound just in the air around you, really coming from nothing you can immediately identify. Sort of hissing sound, fairly high pitched.
Right. Maybe with a pike, there might be a vent or something.
Can Levai attempt to categorize what kind of this might be coming from?
Kind of creature, sure. You could give me a life science.
Sure.
I mean, that doesn't sound like anything you can immediately identify. It's like the sound that someone with teeth might make by exhaling through his teeth.
Okay. You'll mention that, but doesn't really know much.
Could also give me perception checks, all of you.
Sure.
Sure. Don't think I have a lot of perception though.
It is
Perception +2. Oh well, look at that.
that is wisdom.
Ow, I rolled like a 2.
Well, with his new eyes, Maedar can see to his north, like over here, a sort of shimmer in the very, very faint atmosphere of the asteroid. Almost, well, it's not air, but a shimmer in the air, as it were, like light being refracted.
Like a haze?
A bit of a haze, yeah.
The question is to point it out or to shoot at it.
I mean, you could do both, right? If you wanted to.
Yeah. It'll probably be incredibly hard to hit, but yeah, I'll just shoot at it.
Okay.
Quickly spin and shoot.
Okay.
So
It does have concealment, 20%. But that
But I would miss anyway, I think.
that wouldn't hit anything, yeah. But as you shoot, the sound sort of obvious to the rest of you, as there is a bit of an atmosphere. You can definitely see the haze in the air, the refracting whatever it is hovering there, taking a conscious step to the side. It's not just a natural phenomenon.
I highly doubt that anything on this escort is going to be friendly to us. So
We'll go into initiative.
Whatever you say, Captain. I'll stab it. Ask questions later.
Just give me a minute, because I dropped from the server for some reason.
You did, yeah.
I do Jonas's because he hasn't been here for a bit.
Sure.
Yeah, no worries. Done.
I'm here. I'm just very tired. I woke 5 this morning.
Ooh, that's rough. Victor goes first. You can give me a perception check, or you can do something else.
Sure, I can look.
No. Maedar shot at something. There's nothing there.
Alright. Can I ready to charge a thing?
I believe you can only ready standard actions.
Okay, I can't connect.
What do you mean you can't connect? You were just connected.
I know. I dropped. It said that the server disconnected, but as everyone else was fine. And now it says it could not load campaign.
Restart your computer?
I mean, I
Might be a
could.
Java thing.
Okay, I guess
Have you closed and reopened map tools since it happened?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
But yeah, you can't ready a charge. You could ready a standard move or swift
I'll
action.
back then, I guess.
I'll move forward then. I want to see what's going on here. Let's see. Let's start so I can sort of see what's going on. Let's start here. See. Still nothing. Okay. Here.
which direction did it take a step to?
It went a little bit this way.
So I just see nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Maedar points in the direction, but you can't really see the haze yourself.
I will. Well, I mean, I guess there's no danger, right? What's this? Like a ramp?
And that seems to be a small cove where a few items have been stashed. Among them, a tent, a sleeping bag, and just discarded equipment, really. Doesn't seem well maintained at all. It's just a pile of dusty stuff, really.
It'll project out like sound. See, like, seems like there's a camp here. Yeah, that would move.
There also seems to be bits of a corpse sticking through the pile of ash.
Looks like someone
accumulated.
died.
Levai.
Well, I can't see where Maedar would have pointed, but I can hear Victor, so I will head in that direction. Here. I'm gonna cast a cantrip, or I guess level 0 as well. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
See if I can feel what's going on. So,
60
areas
feet cone.
yes. So, how do I do a cone on the?
With the
Contour.
So this basically.
Okay, a cone. Let me see if you can see any magic. That's actually a really good question.
Oh, you know what? I just realized something. Victor would be able to see exactly, right?
Where
If he
you
can
look.
see my little laser,
Mhm.
he
I
can
mean,
see exactly.
The laser isn't exactly a laser straight where you're looking. It's sort of more like a cone, like the entire area that you're currently seeing in dark vision.
I see.
But Levai detects no magic.
Okay. That's fine. Then I can't find out where it is. I can't really do a perception check because I can't really see anything anyway. Well, I can probably listen, but I don't know if that's
You could attempt to listen.
sure.
We should buy or invent glitter bombs.
No, you can't tell.
Just have sacks of flowers to throw
Yeah.
around.
Well, I'm gonna stay here then.
Yeah, Maedar has pinpointed whatever thing, basically right here.
Okay. I still can't see though. I can't
No.
see where he's pointed.
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to. Does it count as something I can charge?
You have pinpointed it, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just do that. I will just charge it.
Can you glow, by the way, or is that a
Yes.
thing? Okay.
Sparkle for me.
You said it's like right here, or
Yes.
I would
That-
be here
that-
or here.
Right there, yes.
I will attack it.
Charge.
No, that's a miss. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
You-
fuck it. I'm not.
You swing at the invisible creature, but it does seem to. You do not seem to manage to hit. As with another hiss through closed teeth, the creature will deactivate its cloaking field.
Ooh.
As it appears to be one of the creatures that Maedar has already said exists in the diaspora, a Sarkeesian, with its strange yellow ethereal wings flapping behind it. While they're usually civilized creatures, this one, however, seems thoroughly mad, as it sort of has its teeth permanently clenched, just breathing heavily. It does not wield the weapon it has on its token, but rather just a metallic-looking stick that, after just a moment, as it activates it, turns out to be a stick basically emitting 3 blades of plasma.
Oh.
As
Plasma
it
axe.
will try to hit Maedar with just that. It is also now visible for everyone who can physically see in that spot.
Well, what's the range of your glow? 20 feet?
20 feet, yeah.
20 feet, okay.
As it swings at Maedar, who dodges, the creature hissing, "You will not disturb the master!"
Well, it's one of these creatures.
Tell us.
Well, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
You can see it clear as day, although it's in black and white.
It is, yeah.
It should be in slightly purple color because I'm glowing around it.
Well, he has
Wouldn't
dark vision.
everyone be able to see it?
I do have dark vision.
Yeah, if you actually, I
The
can
area
do-
between me and them would be dark, but like the area around me is light.
Yeah, I even made a light source for you.
Oh, nice.
Well, Telos will try to sneak up on the creature to see if he can backstab it.
No.
No. Okay, normal shot then, nothing special. Pew pew.
That, however, does hit 5 points. Victor.
Pew.
Yes.
Did you add your dex to range attacks? No? Yes? No?
No, you get your like level and stuff from your. You have like a thing, right?
Yeah, you don't by default add your dex to damage, no.
Proceed.
Welcome back, Halldamir.
Is Halldamir back?
He
He
has
just
connected, yeah.
reported. Yeah, and he's connected. Nice.
Oh yeah, he isn't even in the initiative. I didn't even notice.
Nope.
Well, you can act now. You can act after Victor. There you go.
Go here, and he'll stab the thing.
You do hit.
Wow.
Piercing it. Could you also put down which damage type your weapon does in your macro?
Sure.
I assume it's piercing?
It is piercing axiomatic damage.
Okay. Axiomatic doesn't matter in this case, but piercing might matter in the future. You slash at it. Yeah, up close. It does seem to be like a pretty well equipped, like something an adventurer really would wear.
Oh.
Thaddeus.
Have we learned anything special about it that I've missed?
No.
Maedar knows that this is a Zarkesian, a usually pretty civilized humanoid that lives on the bigger planetoids in the diaspora, but this one seems rather unhinged.
That's crazy. It's a cultist one.
It's always a good sign, isn't it? Oh, it's got a gun. So I move here and then drop prone, and then I'm going to shoot it in its stupid face.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
That's why I moved forward a little bit.
A thump as it impacts.
That's a crit, actually, so
Crit. All right.
I'll press that button again for the damage.
So 27. All right.
Get fucked.
Ow.
Smashing into it as it recalls. Levai, you can see it because Maedar is glowing.
Yes, but he's in the way, so I'll move. Here.
Also, to turn your flashlight, if you right-click on your token to set facing, you can hold both Shift and Control to have fine control, and then just move your mouse.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna cast a spell. Caustic Conversion, which is level 2. Basically, I make a ranged attack roll against EAC, and if I hit, they take 4d4 acid damage and 5 additional at the end of its turn each round.
Okay, give me rolls. That is a miss.
That is terrible. It's the worst roll I've had. Okay.
The acid splatters against the wall.
There's nothing else you can do, so.
Maedar.
Well, I suppose I'll just attack it with my venom spur. Try to envenom it and fucking roll awful again.
That does not hit.
Yeah.
How does it even look when you use your venom spell? Is it like a flat hand punch or something?
No, it's like a. You know how Spider-Man does with his wrist?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Except
Like
for,
that, but it's finger
full
instead of web.
Assassin's Creed shit.
except for web, it's death.
It's just an
That's-
Assassin's Creed blade, basically.
The creature will attempt to return a death upon Maedar. He will attack twice, so these will be with a -4 for a 9. Are these bonuses correct? Yes, they are. And a nat 20.
My ass, dude.
That is 34
That's
damage.
A lot of damage.
And the severe wound critical, for which I made a macro.
That's not nice.
He can either decide to give you a d6 of bleed damage, or potentially cut out one of your eyes.
Please put my eye out. That's fucking cool.
You know what? Yeah, he'll try that. Sort of swinging the plasma axe at eye level, like really, really, just like in Star Wars, where you have like two lightsabers colliding, and there's like a pushing match.
Yeah.
He's doing exactly that, but the like plasma blade of the like stick weapon he uses gets a bit too close to the eye, frying it. Potentially, you still have a reflex save.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see.
I actually don't know what the DC is.
Yeah.
DC equal to damage taken. Like, oh,
Not quite.
it's a lot of damage though.
It's a big crit.
Luckily, I just got these eyes.
Pretty good effect.
That's true. They don't fry. They're metal.
Yeah, probably it would like actually.
You don't
just
have the
work out.
organic ones anymore, unless you paid for the extra one.
And luckily, we just
Yeah.
got paid, and I'd be able to just go replace the busted one.
Now it's 10 half the items level. One of the that's definitely not enough. It's a DC 16.
So
It's
I've
like
lost my
spark.
eye.
Yeah, you've lost your eye.
Yeah, the -2 perception is permanent until you somehow manage to rectify the issue.
Yes. Okay.
It's an implant. I'm sure I can fix it.
Tell us.
I'm not even
Well,
mad. Like,
having
Made.
Maedar take a plasma axe to the eye and you see bloody guts flying everywhere, Thaddeus would be
Permanent
like,
damage, guys.
would be like, okay, well that's unfortunate. And he will sidle up here to try to get a sneak in.
30, yes.
Alright, it's time to break out the big guns. It's time for the disintegrator pistol. And he will bring out the bulbous green pistol and pull the trigger.
That, even with him being flat-footed, is however a miss.
Well, at least he's still flat-footed.
He is, I believe. I don't know if you have to hit, but for now,
No,
I don't want to
I
look
don't
at
think so. I don't know. Maybe.
Victor.
Straight to a full attack. I'm saying, no! Making his eye gets cut out.
Second one is a hit for 14. Slashing into him. Although the Zarkesian seems to be thoroughly disinterested in any damage it takes, just ignoring the pain completely.
Oh, that sucks.
Thaddeus.
It's a monster.
It is a monster. I'ma shoot it. Might even miss.
That is a miss, yes.
Oh well.
Levai.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up. He's gonna cast Supercharged Weapon, which basically means that next round, as long as he attacks next round, the attack deals 44 additional damage.
You target yourself?
46.
I target the weapon I'm holding, which is the Frostbite Class 0 rifle. Yes.
Okay. Maedar.
Would it be 46 instead? You
Hmm?
said 44.
The weapon
46,
deals
yeah.
an additional 46.
Okay. Yeah.
But you have to do the attack before the end of the next round, which I don't
Yeah.
know if this guy will ever reach that.
Oh, well, we'll see.
I'm gonna supernova.
Am I out of range?
I'm going. Yeah. Everyone's out of range. I'm going to. I lost my eye. I'm pissed, so I will explode. Only 13. Come on now.
13. Well, he has to roll a reflex save, which he makes.
So he
Wow.
takes 6 fire damage.
Takes 6.
Rip. Fuck me, dude.
As he will full attack Maedar again. He just exploded.
Still got another eye.
This is not good.
More limbs. That is a 23.
Yep.
For 11. And a complete miss. There's maddened flailing about. It's fairly easy for Maedar to dodge. Tell us.
Not a fan of this thing.
Well,
Honestly, fucking.
Stealth, and
Yes.
then shoot it again.
No, that still doesn't. Oh, that's a 5.
Yeah, we've been having some poo rolls, haven't we?
Sure.
Would have been great damage though.
Maybe I will
Yeah,
get to hit it next turn.
Damage was great, but you know.
Victor.
Full attack.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, no, I did best just stab it.
Both attacks
Yeah,
do
these
not
rolls are
manage to connect.
Not good at all.
Thaddeus.
I'ma shoot it.
Yes.
Yes.
The bullet smacks into him.
Oh, he's
His ethereal wings wink out of existence, and he falls to the ground, bloodied.
I take his weapon.
You can certainly do that. It's not a Solarian weapon, as it turns out.
No, well, I mean, any weapon's a Solarian weapon.
Looked like he had a really big gun as well.
That's just his
Just
token.
image. Damn.
The weapon, however, would be one that Victor would probably realize, as it is one of the staple weapons the Veskarium uses.
Oh.
Tell me about it.
Well,
That's
I'll happily give it
terrifying.
to him.
It is a weapon that I've misspelled because it's Doshka and not Doshko, I believe. I can't tell, honestly.
Doshko is a thing.
It is Doshko, yeah. It is a Red Star Plasma Doshko, which is a two-handed advanced melee weapon that does a D10 of electricity and fire damage. Has the severe wound critical hit effect, as you've just seen.
That definitely sounds like a Vesk thing.
My solar weapon does that. I got a crystal. That's what the crystal does.
Do you need this weapon?
No.
Because you can
Go
have
for
it. Like it's only a D10 over my D8.
No,
And I
go
would
ahead.
lose my reach, but I like my reach a lot more
Oh.
than I do like that extra like half damage.
I probably wouldn't really use it. If it's two-handed, then well,
It is. Two-handed.
I would need to get a
thanks,
one-handed
no.
weapon. Yeah, no, I don't have enough arms.
Oh, well. All right, I'll put it in the pile so far. It's a nice piece, but the damage upgrade is minimal, and it's powered, which you can use it for 10 turns and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Combat is over.
Let's carry on.
Asteroid is quiet, although the sort of hissing sound that mostly originated from this humanoid does seem to be echoed somewhere in the distance.
Say there was stuff in this cave thing.
Yes, it's not exactly a cave. It's more like a corner of this
yeah,
crevice full of ash. But you can sift through that.
Sure.
Sifting through that reveals mostly the presence of a humanoid corpse, months old at this point, most likely. Probably at one point a human, although he's completely just, limbs are missing, clothing is completely ragged. But it does seem to have been a human once dressed in black and red rags, really. Even when they were intact, they were mostly rags. The corpse itself doesn't seem to have any valuables, although it does seem to be wearing a ring on one of its fingers.
Oh. Can he try and identify the ring?
You
Maybe?
certainly can.
What skill do I need?
The spell identify. Or well, I guess just isn't.
I
doesn't
can't. Can I not
mysticism
do a
work?
check?
Mysticism does work, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can try mysticism.
I can also try mysticism.
Well, I can aid
you
you if
Do
it
not
was-
succeed. Well, what is yours? Mine is +9, and I can get a +1d6 to it.
Entirely, I get a 10 on it, so I can just aid you for free if you want.
Okay, yeah, we're even basically.
All right.
If I roll minimum.
I'll just do it then.
Okay.
Yes,
27.
it appears to be a ring of sustenance.
Oh. Okay, we'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it lets you sustain yourself, put up food and water, like a clear spindle does. So.
Yeah.
Yep. What I meant though is that if I roll minimum on my 1d6, then we are even.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, that's good to know for next time at least.
In addition to the corpse, you can also find a meter or two away a little camp consisting out of a mobile hotelier with an empty battery, a couple of emergency rations, 6 of them in fact, a cred stick that upon further examination seems to be loaded with 2.8 thousand credits, as well as a small leather-bound journal.
2.8 thousand, yeah.
Yes.
Let's
2,800.
look at this journal.
The journal does not seem to be in a language you recognize.
Can I cast comprehend languages to attempt to decipher it?
You can certainly do that. In fact, you guarantee that you can decipher it.
Then I will cast that to see what's going on.
Okay. It appears to be Sarkeesian, which
Okay.
comes as no surprise. And pretty much describes this Sarkeesian's life story. He was called Yex, and just he didn't get along with anyone else of his kind. He had constant disagreements, constant clashes and discussions, and eventually just decided to say fuck it and jumped across the asteroids using his ethereal wings to fly through the vacuum, looking for a nice asteroid to just hang out a bit while he decides what to do. Just spending a bit of time cooling down, basically. However, the journal entries seem to become increasingly jumbled and just turn into gibberish, basically. He references a flesh beast multiple times, and eventually apparently stops referring to this flesh beast as flesh beast and starts referring to it as master.
Oh no.
Eventually the language just turns into absolute gibberish that even your comprehend languages can't make sense of. And the final entry simply reads, Yex keep scratchies away, so master finally make Yex into scree, yes.
Yes. That's horrifying.
You could also give me a life science check.
Oh sure. What does it pertain to?
I don't think this would be xenobiology.
Sure. It's probably a bad check anyway, so
Although, I guess it would. I might as well be generous. You would recognize that a scree is in fact a creature.
okay.
And this could very well reference a so-called scree sire, a creature known for controlling the minds of its enemies.
Oh. That's not good. Levai will definitely relay this immediately back to everyone. It sounds very harrowing. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not really about that.
If we move on from this body, though, does it have any armor? It has like a stealth field or something?
And the body does have a bunch of equipment, in fact.
Just want to get on the list while we got it.
He has... He is wearing an Aztec suit too. He also has a collection of 4 frag grenades too.
Mm-hmm.
And other random stuff that is of no value, really. Like he has a flashlight, if you want to have one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if anything, we can just sell it, right?
No,
Selling
when we
stuff
sell
is
stuff, we
something.
sell for 10%. So something that is...
A flashlight would give you 2 credits.
No, I mean the armor, not the flashlight.
Well, I
Yeah.
might want
Oh,
that
yeah.
armor. Let me
Oh yeah, I
check.
know. I just might as well take it anyway.
Okay. I thought he was using a stealth field. Maybe that's the ability he had.
That seems to be like... It's technically a class feature.
Oh, so it's an
Okay.
innate.
It's
ability.
definitely technology based, but it's not something you can just take.
We can't replicate it. All right.
No.
Aztec suit 2 is a 5th level armor. Jake.
Yep, I'm looking at it right now. I need to look at what I'm wearing myself. I forget.
Just look down yourself. What one?
Plus 4
Not
EAC.
like,
plus
not like
5.
Grimmett insisting on the second skin all campaign.
Yeah, I would lose 1 EAC and gain an armor check penalty,
Seems like a bad
but
deal.
gain 2 upgrade slots. Can I hang? I'll hang on to it.
Sure.
I
Right.
guess.
Then
Yeah.
take it. I'll remove it from the list. Anyone have a need for grenades? Otherwise, I'll take them.
Take him.
It uses strength to throw them, so
Yeah, I'm not strong.
I don't know if
I'll
use
take
them.
2 and you can take 2. Or I'm not
That-
proficient in them,
that's
so you
fine.
can go ahead.
Okay. Then I'll have some frag grenades. I guess they're ammo? Weapon?
I think that counts as ammo.
Okay.
And let me check what the incendiary grenades count as. Weapon in the
Frag
spreadsheet.
grenade 2. Your ammo.
It's just weapons.
And I have excellent. Excellent. Who knows when they may come in handy. Good haul, everyone.
That's why I'm still carrying around 6 bombs in my bag, in my backpack. So,
You okay, Maedar? You need a
I
hand?
just
or-
need to take a rest.
Can I like make him not bleed out to death in front of everyone?
This whole eye thing is sparking.
Yeah. Can I? I
Oh,
don't know.
right, yeah.
Can you do
Oof.
mending on the eye?
It's a pretty traumatic move, but can I like staunch his bleeding a bit?
Well, I have
Maybe.
a mechanical eye.
Oh. Okay.
Or
Well, I
two of
It's
mean,
like
them.
broken.
Yeah.
Warranty's void if a face
That's
is
unfortunate.
broken.
Sparks coming out. We got healing serums if you need them.
I might have one. Let me look.
I have 3 MK1s, so if you want to take a few off me, feel free.
I have one, so I'll just drink it.
We can wait here in 10 minutes for Maedar too.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's even been that, just looking around, identifying the item and such.
Yeah. You can take one from me if you want to drink another one.
I'm fine with the. Oh wait, hang on. How much health did I? Oh, I forgot that I got hit again. Yes, I would
Yeah,
like another one then.
Yeah, take one.
Oh, rip. Okay. Oh well.
Oh
fine.
no.
And then we'll take a rest, I guess, for my stamina's sake.
Yeah, it probably took Levai a little bit to dig through the ash-filled cove over there.
Yep.
let's move on.
Don't move too quickly. Actually, have to reveal things.
Can like peek around this corner here.
You can.
And I see nothing. All right.
I'm gonna stick with Maedar. It's like my lighthouse beacon.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you guys are obvious.
Well, you know, not all of us can afford eyes.
So are these more like ash piles I can see?
Yes. In these different crevices and little coves around the mountain, they seem to collect ash.
Are there similar, like,
Camp installations.
installations?
No. Just seems to be a pile of ash. You could dig into if you like.
Seems like there's a little passage here. What is that?
Yes. This seems to be from the outside or from some distance away. It seems like another mountainous outcropping. It's more like a miniature cave, really. Stop.
Okay.
As Thaddeus stops there, we'll go to initiative.
All right.
I was just about to step into that cave.
Yeah. Oh God.
As 2 little creatures immediately announce themselves with a screeching sound. And we'll go to initiative. Oh, I didn't. I right-clicked add to initiative rather than clicking the initiative button.
I can't see them anyway, so at least I can't. So yeah,
oh,
that-
I'm
I wouldn't even know.
pieces.
Oh, okay. Look at these things.
As this guy gets to act first with a screech. Can he move the card? Yes, he can.
Do I get to stab him as he goes past?
No, you didn't act yet.
Yeah, I thought so.
The winged, almost bat-like Levai creature just lunges at Thaddeus, trying to bite him.
Yeah.
Oh damn,
Ow.
it's good at hitting.
Victor.
Damn.
Move over here and try to stab the screeching thing. Assuming it screeches.
It does screech. 17. Smashing into it. But despite the attack hitting pretty damn well, that was not the right button, ignore that. You don't actually do as much damage as you expect. The pike sort of sliding off a bit of its thick height.
Adamantine bullets, go!
Maedar.
This kind of sucks. Everything I do is piercing, but I will walk there and try to poke it for nothing.
Yeah, that is a miss. They don't seem too difficult to hit, but that is a miss.
All right. He hears a lot of screeching sounds. I'm gonna walk over here. Supercharge again, because this time he knows that he'll get to use it.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Out of the darkness and gloom over here, number one will double move, like so.
Gotcha, Thaddeus.
Flapping their wings, somehow getting actual traction on the incredibly thin atmosphere. This guy will do the same.
I guess gravity is low.
Wow.
Tell us.
Well, okay. So here, I can sneak up on 239. Sure, let's sneak on that dude. Stealth.
Yes.
And that was happened.
And that is a hit for 21.
Jesus.
Fire better.
That does, let's see, EAC? Yes, that seems to work just fine,
Kablamo.
I think.
Yeah, it's also flat-footed, etc. This is done.
Right, he's flat-footed. I should mark that before I forget. This guy. Well, he sees his buddies over there. He wants to join the party.
He can take an attack opportunity. He can.
In fact, he'll take one from Maedar as well.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
All the piercing damage.
For
35, right?
get how the wound thing works. Hang on.
No.
The wound, I believe, is bleed damage.
Okay. Oh, it's the severe wound that's.
Yeah. No,
Most
actually,
wounds-
Wait.
the wound is, it's like the, I'll just press the critical and we'll just take the first one. Yeah, it would be one of these effects. We'll take the top one, but it doesn't matter because he is in fact dead.
Oh. Bye.
Okay.
33. Actually, he's not. No mind.
Oh wow.
Did I miscalculate? Yeah, he's
Beyond
alive.
wound.
Their wound,
No, it's
so you roll the 3, that would be general, which would be
yeah,
a
which would
D6
be
of
the bleed. And then it's if it's higher than a 10, then we get interesting effects.
Give me a D6.
Yes.
2. Alright. He will take 2 bleed damage next turn. Thaddeus. Actually, no, he didn't even act yet. He just moved.
Yeah.
But I think he double moved, didn't he? No, he moved 40.
Did you add the Red Terror's attack damage onto him as
Yes. Yes.
Takes half from piercing, it seems.
well?
Yes. As this guy will bite Thaddeus, and because he's surrounded by so many of his buddies, he will do an extra 2 damage per squealing adjacent and get a +1 per squealing adjacent.
That's
Means he will get a +3 on this, which is 29, do a total of 12 damage.
That sucks.
Thaddeus.
Can you? Oh, you can't actually.
Well, I'm going to, what's it called? Guarded step?
Yes.
Oh yes, thank you. Shoot them down. I'm shooting you.
I might be able to finish these two off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the ones below.
I just need to check
I intend to breathe fire on them.
something, because
That's
I
good.
do have... This does decent damage. I've got incendiary grenades, or effectively. Mark 2. I don't know how well I throw them, but or even how to throw them. But I think
it would be an attack roll versus DC 15, I believe.
What type of attack roll? Just straight
Range. Well, no.
Strength,
actually,
yeah.
Range,
Strength-based
thrown.
attack.
Let's see.
D20 plus bad plus strength.
20 plus bad plus strength, so that is.
If you miss, you might hit us. Or you.
Okay. Yeah, so that
Actually,
is.
you target AC 5 if you target a square rather than an enemy.
Yeah.
On a 1, you could still miss.
That's fine. Hajah!
Where are you throwing it?
I was going to throw it just behind here.
Yeah.
Like this square, basically.
Sounds good.
Okay, what's the
So
range on the
it's
grenades?
20 foot? So I suppose I actually want to throw a little bit.
Well, you can target grid intersections or grid squares. So either here or here.
Then here, then. I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
that would
those
be
3,
like-
right? That's it.
What's the range?
It says the range is 20 foot. It explodes 2d6 fire, 1d6 burn, 10 feet.
20-foot radius?
Says no, like
10 foot.
10 foot radius, yeah.
Okay.
So
then
you're
it
saying
only
what's the
hits them.
range? And it says the range is 20 foot to
Oh,
throw,
okay.
I imagine. But
This.
it says 10 foot in brackets. So get them. And it deals 5 fire.
Right.
5 fire. They get a reflex save, right?
I don't know how grenades work.
Yes, they do.
I suppose they do.
To
Well,
half
let's just
and
see.
maybe ignore the secondary effect.
This guy fails. He'll take the full 5. The 2 to the north will take half, which is 2, which is still enough.
Oh, wonderful.
This guy will take 2. The fire brightens the asteroidy night for just a moment.
Ooh.
Does the one that failed get... Did the one that failed survive? I can't remember.
Yeah, they took
took
to only
5.
2.
Do
Is
they
there a
get
secondary effect?
Yeah, they get 1d6 burn.
Okay, give me a 1d6.
Night on fire.
Burn.
Yes.
Oh. Victor.
Can you try not to stand in my way? I just don't want to shoot.
Is that better?
Yes, perfect.
Can you try not to stand in my way,
Sorry,
please?
that sounded really rude. I didn't mean to
I
sound.
mean, because he, if they've, gotta try it because they're good against his bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Oh, his piercing and bludgeoning, so he'll try to punch the burning one down here. So there you go.
That's good.
You
Wow, okay.
punch him in his
Hilarious.
greeting face.
God, your punch is
man.
almost as
Jeez.
But even your punch doesn't seem to bother it
Okay.
as much as you think it should.
at max. Your punch is as good as my sniper rifle.
Maedar.
It's almost as good as my pike. It's the Vesk, man. I get all
So
those bonuses from
terrible.
punches.
Oh,
That is a miss.
no, alright. Sure.
All right.
Whatever, man.
Your pterodactyl noise didn't throw them off.
Yeah. So Levai's going to use one of his magic hacks. So he's going to expend his move action entirely, and a level 2 spell slot, and he's going to empower his weapon, which gives him an extra 2d6 and a +2 to hit. And with that and his supercharge spell, he's gonna shoot this thing.
Okay. Well, you hit.
Yeah.
For 30 damage, apparently. Just.
Yep.
I mean, he's still alive, but oh boy.
Yeah, 46 from
Don't
supercharged,
die.
2d6 from powered weapon. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, D8, 46, 2d6.
It does
Plus
cost me 2
5.
spell slots though, so.
Oh my god.
How many spell slots have you used so far? You can't have many left.
So I have, let me update. I have no level 2, and I only have 3 level 1s left. I normally get 6 level 1s, 2 level 2s. So my magic hacks don't expend. They're like technomancer things, unless it specifically states in the thing that I have to use one.
This greeting is on fire, but it is undeterred. It will attack this intruder of a Vesk and try to bite him. For that will be a 20 because there's one extra adjacent, but also they should be targeting KAC, not EAC. Miss this guy. He will attack Victor twice, in fact, taking a -4, effective -3. That's a natural one, and that's a 14.
They laugh in your face.
Tell us.
Well. Sneak up on Screeching next to Victor and yes. Yes. Nope. Zap. Maybe.
That is a hit.
11 damage.
Which one?
The
This one?
Screeching.
Oh, the unnumbered one. Yeah. That is 15 damage. He is flat-footed and on fire. In fact, he didn't take his fire damage. How much fire damage did we say?
4.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yay.
Burn.
This guy's dead. Thaddeus.
Shim.
Yeah, I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna shoot him.
That is it, and he is dead. Combat is over for the time being.
Ooh.
I did my part.
I'm gonna spend a resolve point to get my stamina back.
Take a 10-minute breather.
What are these things even?
So what are the, why can you use resolve points for normally?
Resolve points can be used for 4 things in total, I think. 1, you can spend 1 resolve point after a 10-minute short rest to recover all your stamina.
Okay.
2, should you go down in combat, you will lose a resolve point every round you're downed, basically, until you're stabilized.
So it's like
And you can,
okay.
yeah, and you can spend a quarter of all your resolve to instantly stabilize and also get back into combat.
Okay.
The exact rules are somewhere in the book. Some special abilities of your class will take resolve points as a currency, as well as some starship actions take resolve points.
Yeah, okay. Good to know.
Yeah, if Victor would like to identify these creatures, give me a life
there's
science.
no way to. he did not. He's not.
I'll give it a go. Life science. Oh wow, why are these bad rolls? That's a 1. Yeah.
These sort of look like the scree that the journal mentioned, but a bit smaller than you remember.
Yeah. Weird. Oh wow. Doesn't matter that much, I guess.
Well. Carry on, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. Onward, my friends.
Carry on. Carry on.
Didn't you want to look in the cave, Victor? Or was there anything else in there?
I mean, sure. You can go in the cave.
All right. So in the cave, It appears to not exactly be a cave, as the roof is in fact open to the starry sky. It's more of a rock formation, almost elegantly formed into sort of a broken open egg, perhaps. Silvery ash sort of covering most of it. Inside, you can find a set of bodies of large humanoids, looking like the one you fought earlier, Sarkeesians most likely. Their equipment completely torn up, armor is all over the place, but there does seem to be a bit of gear still in salvageable condition.
Okay.
Among the stuff, you find 2 large sniper rifles,
Oh.
2 tactical dueling swords, and 2 cred sticks holding 1,500 credits each.
Tell me about these sniper rifles.
There were sniper rifles.
Tell me about them.
And it was 2 times 1,500?
2 times 1,500. Let me list the other stuff first, and then I'll tell you about sniper rifles.
All right.
In the ash, sort of filling the northern alcove, you can also find, digging around a bit, a partially intact skeleton in a sitting position. The armor and flesh and whatever it was wearing has long since rotted away, but across its lap is a thin, jagged and rusted piece of metal. Emblazoned on it in Castravalian, which some of you can read, are the barely legible words Imura Excavations. Could also give me a perception check.
All of us?
No, just Victor.
Okay.
Or I guess anyone in the alcove.
Yeah, okay, I'll give one too. Oh boy. I should probably train
Oh
this.
boy. I got 5 in it now, but
I
yeah.
have nothing in this.
We see nothing.
But yeah, the rest is just ash. A collection of bodies. It certainly looks like this was sort of a hive, perhaps. These corpses at some point were most likely food.
So
2 sniper rifles.
I swear to God, if these are tactical, I'm gonna cry.
Talos does spot behind the partially intact skeleton a bit of a gleam. It appears there are 4 bars of pure silver
Ooh,
the corpse was sitting on.
cash money.
They're worth a total of 4,800 credits.
Wow.
Jeez. Oof.
4,800?
Yes.
Man, we should come here more often, guys.
Yeah. Rich in minerals.
This is worth like a pirate ship. Like,
If we get out of here alive.
I mean, that's always the catch.
Good stuff. Anyone in need of a dueling sword?
I actually have one.
I'm not proficient.
Practical,
I
basic
don't.
melee weapon, 1d6 slashing damage, analog.
I mean, I might as well take it. I don't have a melee weapon, so. Sure.
Look, page 171.
Thank you.
Anyone else want one?
Nope.
I'll just have it in the pile then. And then 2, was it tactical? Sniper rifles.
Tactical dueling sword.
The rifles were not in fact tactical, they were advanced.
Advanced.
They are advanced diasporan rifles.
Ooh.
Advanced diaspora rifles, interesting.
Damn.
And there is 2 of them.
Oh, that's interesting. I can. Is that in the normal list, or is that a special thing?
These are not in the core book, no.
No, so I
Could
don't know the
you-
value of them. How good they are.
You have, okay.
I linked
Ooh.
the step lock in the
Oh.
Starfinder chat.
Did you say there's 2 of them?
There's 2 of them.
I would like one, please.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Levai will study them for a while because he might take one to study it because he can fabricate weapons, and if he can look at this, then he can basically magically form another when he needs to.
Sure. We can look at it before we until we sell it. I'll put one in the
Yeah.
pile here. Because
Yeah, sounds good.
300 is not amazing, but it is pretty. I mean, it's not
Is it
bad.
Let me look at the stat block. Is it a sniper or a long arm?
It's a sniper.
It's a
Sniper.
Ah, okay. Yeah, in that case, I'm
Yeah.
not interested.
I'm not proficient on them either.
I am, but Victor's not doing that.
It's not a sniper.
Remember to sell your old one, Halldamir. It's worth money.
Hmm,
All right.
Yes, sell the family heirloom for money.
yeah. Not going to do that one, I don't think.
To put it on his wall.
Nah.
I carry around 2.
Send this to myself.
All right. Good until 7. We really need him to spot the silver.
Yeah, we definitely do.
That's his salary paid right there, and ours really. That's a lot of silver. Who knew pirates would leave so much money just laying about?
It's crazy.
I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Like,
Oh, we're all going to die a horrible death. We know that. It's just a matter of when.
hopefully, many years, happy in his bed.
I might have to call it here, guys. I've
Yeah, I
caught
think-
myself falling asleep almost twice now.
Yeah, looking at the time, whatever next thing may or may not happen might take a little bit longer. So maybe we'll leave that for potentially next week, if time permits.
No,
No, okay.
Yeah.
not for me at least.
No, I don't think I
I
can. as well.
with my new job I've started, I've got a little lot of time. I'm on like doing courses and stuff like almost all next week, so I need some time to
Okay, then in 2 weeks.
to decompose, as it were.
Decompress.
You level up, right?
No, compose. Decompose.
Mentally decompose.
Mentally decompose.
You do not level up yet. You're sort of close, but not quite.
Decompose.
I just got here and I'm going to level up already.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
First week on the job and you got a promotion.
Oh golly.
Gee whiz.
Gee whiz,
Oh,
isn't
wait,
learning
you wanna
fun?
Get, like a secondary
this a
melee, a
treat.
third melee attack. Like, that's like super late.
Yeah. It's like
Like,
level
this dude got to strike people twice and then be cool about it.
It's like level 12 or something like that.
Yeah,
Probably
11
11.
soldiers
Oh,
on slot.
yeah,
3 attacks
so
at -6. So.
goodness gracious.
Yeah, you know what we get next level, Manaki?
Feet.
Another combat feat.
I'm considering improved unarmed attack.
Oh my god.
Because, I mean,
You might as well not have a weapon. You just punch things.
I know it will be better than my spear at that point, but I mean,
Exactly.
the spear has
It's got reach.
its reach, and that is a really good ability because it really enhances my movability. The 8 damage is not bad either.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. I will end it here because I am falling asleep and I need to get some rest.
Good
Please
night.
note that we will not have an Out of the Abyss tomorrow, as me and Neil are well, we can't make it due to IRL crap going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will be back next week with Out of the Abyss, and me and Manikai's onslaught with elves is ongoing, so there'll be more videos of that coming up in the week to sort of tie you over. There was only one session this week. Yeah. And yeah, catch you guys later. Good night.
Bye.
Right.